I should have turned the light on. Let me turn the light on. Let me turn the light on. Hold on. I don't know if that light really did much. Hi. Hi, Owen. Hi, Chris. Hi. Hi, just Nickel. Hi. Hello. On the way. Hi. What's up? Hi. I know I didn't go live last week because I was in New York. Hi, the boy in blue. Hi, Savannah. Hi. I think we're watching This Christmas, right? We said This Christmas. I think that's what we agreed on. Cause last time we did hi Mar. Last time we did The Preacher's Wife. Hi. Yeah, I think it's this. Yeah, This Christmas. I think. Yeah. Hi. Which I don't know. Hi, SpongeJommy. How we're I'm gonna guess try and find something. Yeah, we didn't do it last week because hi Michelle's daughter. Sunday I was in New York, and Monday and Tuesday had all these events and all this stuff. Hi. Hi, Divine Wings Lifted. Hi, Queen. Hi. This Christmas. Oh, you said you're crying about your grades? I think I missed it. I missed it. Shonda, you said you're crying about your grades? Oops. A very special Christmas. Hi, Tim. I think we already agreed. I think we already agreed. Hi, Kayla. I'm glad you liked it. The Wonder Woman review. Hi, Josh. Yeah, it was. It was Friday after next was the Christmas one. That was the Christmas one. Oh, you could watch This Christmas. They have it through Freeform. I think you could watch it through Freeform, which used to be ABC Family. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, no, you have to have Freeform, which I don't think. Whatever. Let's try again. Something else. What's up? Wonder Woman 2? I don't have any. Is it out? I don't have. I don't have any thoughts. Should I have thoughts? Let me turn the heat down. Okay. I think I need to be a little more specific because it's giving me like a million Christmas movies. How many more episodes of The Black Americans? Season 1 is going to be 15 episodes. We're watching This Christmas. You want to watch Holiday Heart next, Queen? We could do Holiday Heart next. Oh, is it on Amazon Prime? Hi, Hale. Is it on Amazon Prime? No. Davey, I have not seen Into the Spider-Verse, but it was recommended. Hi, Panda. I met Panda in real life, you guys. Hi, Panda. We're watching This Christmas, and then I think Holiday Heart next time because Queen wants to watch it, and we never watch what Queen wants. So let's give Queen what she wants. I met Panda in real life. She came to one of my events in New York. And Davey, yes, I was saying I have not seen Into the Spider-Verse, but it was recommended to me. Somebody said that it's really, really, really good, and they would like me to check it out. Hi, Ivy. Into the Spider-Verse was bomb. You feel so appreciated. We don't. We never watch what Queen wants. You guys remember when what were we watching last time? What were we watching? Oh, when we watched Brown Sugar. And Queen was like, no, no, please, no, please. And we were like, Queen, nobody cares what you want. Nobody cares what you want, Meg. We're watching it anyway. So we're gonna let Queen have Holiday Heart this time. Okay, let's try. Well, we're gonna try and get back. I'm gonna try and get back and do some more events in New York, cause I mean, this was my second and third. So I had done an event in New York previously when my book first came out. That went really well. I always get a lot of love. I always get a lot of love in New York. And then these events were really, really, really awesome too. I was in Brooklyn and then in Harlem, and the turnout was really great, and everybody was just awesome. It was awesome. So I'm going to get back to New York and do some more events, definitely. Oh, Panda, it was so nice meeting you too. Hi, Gary. Hi, Kim. Hi, Sam. Wait, what? I think I missed something. Somebody said something's a travesty? What's a travesty? Gonna see it next weekend, Into the Spider-Verse. I think I'm gonna try and see it. I'm gonna try and see it. I'm gonna try and see it too. I'm gonna try and see it. Because a lot of people have been bringing it up and been saying that they really like it. And I want to check it out. So I'm gonna try and see it. You saw the pics on Tumblr? Looks like it was a success. It was awesome. It was really cool. It was like really, really, really good. I'm trying to find it, Just Nickel. Okay, wait, let's see if this one works. Somebody gave a recommendation in the comments. If you scroll up and you see oh no, I don't think that one works. Let's try another one. It looked like it was gonna play. It just played me. Let's try again. Oh, y'all talk about Wonder Woman 2. Did a Wonder Woman 2 trailer come out? Is that what did I miss that? Did a Wonder Woman trailer 2 come out? I think I missed that part. I think I missed that part. When I scroll on Tumblr, I don't always pay attention to the names. Sometimes I see some shit and be like, Seren, reblog this for sure. Has anybody else noticed that on YouTube, in the subscription tab, when you're on mobile, they remove the names? It's just the icon. So I'd be like, who is this? Like, who is this video by? And then I was reading conspiracy theory threads, and somebody was like, it's because they want to make it so that the content creators don't matter, just what you're watching. You just want to see just what you're watching. And then I was like, that's a good conspiracy theory. Thank you, Chris. Chris said, happy to hear it was a success. Keep going. Yeah, we're going to keep going. Hi, Trey. Owen, thank you again for coming to Harlem. It was an awesome night. It was so awesome. I'm going to have to get back. Hi, Alex. It didn't work, Just Nickel. I'm trying to find another one. A B is not an F, Shonda, but I get what you're saying. Oh, just set photos in the plot. Okay, a trailer didn't come out. Okay. RIP Tumblr. Yeah, this whole no more adult content thing on Tumblr is a bit much. It's a bit much. I'm not going to delete my Tumblr. Yes, Owen, we do. I'm not going to delete my Tumblr. I'm going to keep it up and see how it goes. I mean, it seems like Tumblr, if you don't abide by the rules of Tumblr, they're going to delete you. So we'll see if they delete me, but I'm not going to delete my account. I've been on Tumblr for like 10 years. Like, so many people in the crowd were saying they were starstruck seeing you at the Harlem event. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting to me. Like, Sunday I went to this screening of a documentary. So Robert Townsend did a documentary called Making the Five Heartbeats, right? And so I went to the screening of the documentary in Harlem, and then there was like a Q&A where Robert Townsend like came out, and like I was starstruck. Like I didn't even ask any questions because I was just sitting there in the audience like, it's Robert Townsend. Like it's actually Robert Townsend in front of me. Like I can't believe it. Oh, come on. Come on. Work with me. I keep getting the same error that the format is not supported. We're watching This Christmas. What does that even mean? No adult content on Tumblr. They're saying that means no genitalia. Oh, am I buffering? They're saying that means no genitalia and no female presenting nipples. And people are saying that it's supposed to be because Apple removed Tumblr from the App Store because there was complaints about like child pornography on the site. And there's also been like a really huge issue with like porn bots on Tumblr, like, which is true. Like they spam the replies, like you want hot sex, and it could be but the thing about the porn bots is that they leave those type of comments on all posts. It doesn't matter if it's a post that has any type of adult content or genitalia or female presenting nipples. Like they spam, the porn bots just spam everything. So I don't know how this move is going to help with the porn bots. And if we're talking about child pornography, how does banning like female presenting nipples or adult genitalia combat child pornography? Like I don't even understand what is the logic supposed to be there. And I saw, right, Takira, you just said they do that shit on the fashion pages. That was my first thought, because y'all know like I'm into fashion. I follow a lot of fashion pages and a lot of art pages, and it's like nude art is very common, especially on Tumblr, and like nudity in like high fashion is a thing. That's like it's like a thing. And a lot of the fashion blogs that I even follow have been complaining about like, oh, if they post a ad campaign with the woman wearing like a sheer top, it's getting flagged. Or if there's like a little tiny hint of nipple, it gets flagged. Oh, I got one that works. It works. It's working. It's playing. It's playing. I'm not gonna pause it because I don't want to play games. I'm on the site that was suggested. I'm on the site that was suggested. That Owen suggested. So if you scroll up and you see what Owen suggested, I'm on that site and it's playing now. Oh, I love this movie. It's like a quintessential holiday time Christmas movie. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people that are just like, where is the line drawn on what is adult, what is sexual, what is appropriate, what is inappropriate? How is this type of thing going to actually combat bots or anything like that? Like, and I've also seen a lot of people saying like this demonstrates like the power that Apple and like other big companies have over other platforms, because this whole reaction was because Apple pulled Tumblr from the App Store. So it's like at any moment can Apple make up whatever rule they want and it infect other platforms, which I think is a very good question to be wondering about. Light blue. Madeir. I love that they called the mom Madeir. Loretta Devine. What does that even mean? No adult content on Tumblr. Tumblr does have low-key child porn issues. Word Lover, we're watching This Christmas. A B is a F to my FB parents. I mentally can't be in school if they keep putting so much pressure on me. I'm so sorry to hear that, Shonda. Yeah, that's how many, Davey. They still have Nazi content on there. Right, Gary. A lot of people have been saying that too. People are like, okay, so you could ban adult genitalia and you could ban female presenting nipples, but we can't ban Nazis, swastikas, white supremacists, demagoguery, fascism, because freedom of speech. It's like, what are we doing? I'm definitely going to see if Beale Street could talk, Owen, for sure. They're deleting all adult content just to get back on the App Store, but in my opinion, they don't need the App Store. There go Regina, looking just fine as a glass of wine. There go Chris Brown before he lost it. Baby. The pedos hide behind drawings and stuff like that anyway. I never knew about the black-only kink groups on Tumblr until you mentioned them in the chat one time, Seren. Right, and that was also something I thought about. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like, there is like a lot of porn and stuff on Tumblr, but however, there's like black kink groups on Tumblr. There's pages on Tumblr that's like, committed to like showing like black porn, stuff that you really can't see other places. They'd be like, oh, you know, black porn only, like no interracial, no race play, no fetishes, like it's just like black people, like that stuff you can't find elsewhere. A lot of it is like, or like, you know, yeah, like black people that are into like kinks and stuff like that, but like strictly black. Because even in their statement, Tumblr was like, well, if you want to watch adult content, you could find adult content elsewhere. It's like, yeah, but people that are part of like even marginalized groups can't just find it else. They can't just find it elsewhere. Like, what are you talking about, Tumblr dude, whatever his name is? It's not David Karp who started it. It's some other dude now, because it's owned by Yahoo now. And Yahoo's with the shits. It's very irritating. I've been on Tumblr a long time, and it's just like, just leave our little Tumblr alone. Just let us have it. Like, let me pause it, because mine is buffering a little bit. I just paused it. I'll give y'all a time check of where I'm at. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. I just paused it. 2 minutes and 57 seconds, and I just paused it. Let me look at these comments too. The pedos hide behind drawings and shit like that. Tumblr got kicked off the App Store. It's all Verizon's doing. Is that why there's talk about rebooting the 5 Heartbeats film? Yeah, because he made the documentary, and the documentary was so good. If you can see it, I highly recommend it, Making the 5 Heartbeats. I still don't get Tumblr. I'm washed. Owen said, yes. Oh, he met me at the Sisters Uptown meetup. It's crazy. I went to undergrad 15 blocks away. Had no idea there was a black-owned bookstore in Harlem. Black woman owned. She said she'd been there for 18 years. I lived right down the street from there as well for years and never knew. Sisters Uptown, black woman-owned bookstore in Harlem. Been there 18 years. I don't think anyone knew you were so tall. People always say that. They meet me in person and be like, you're so tall. I would probably be starstruck if I saw you in Safeway or something, Seren. Somebody seen me in Giant and said, are you Seren? I said, yes. Tumblr is a wild place, but they could easily take care of that, though. If I saw you in real life, I wouldn't know how to act. Finally here for a Beast Bake OMG. Hi, Julian. They do that shit on the fashion pages. Female presenting nipples, question mark. I posted a gift set of a documentary called Banished about towns that white mobs evicted out, like Rosewood, etc. And they flagged it. That was before the whole cracking down started. I knew something was up. I'm considering deleting mine. I don't know. Porn bots also hack your accounts. They put that porn shit under pictures of shoes and everything. Like, huh? How is this gonna help? Right. I was just like, how is this gonna help? How is this gonna help? It just seems like something just to do. Just to say they're doing something. Someone was calling this the start of a new Puritan wave. It's not gonna help. But you know, anything to make it look like they're doing something. Exactly, Panda. It's just something to do. It's literally just something to do. If God forbid this is about child abuse, then can't the FBI just be on the lookout and trace the link? I'm deleting mine. I'm barely on it anyway. You deleting yours, the boy in blue? Hi, Kendrick. No more parties in Tumblr. You know they never punish the right people with this type of thing. Male nipples and white terrorist pages aren't flagged, but female nipples and black content pages and black art is also flagged. Okay. Hi, Clarissa. They just wanted a reason to get rid of porn. It's censorship. They're also doing a Broadway play of the Five Heartbeats. Yes, Robert Townsend mentioned that they're doing a musical, which I am excited. I will go watch it. They let weirdos run rampant on Tumblr. Hi, Mike. I see you. It's a hierarchy of control. I just don't see how graphic violence is somehow more acceptable than gratuitous nudity and sex involving adults. And I thought the same thing. I was like, so y'all are quote unquote removing adult content, right? Because the whole title of the whole post they made says we're removing adult content. But like gratuitous violence is not considered adult content. So you could remove adult genitalia and female presenting nipples, right? But like there's a whole gore violent, and y'all know I like violence, so I be on this part of Tumblr as well. There's a whole gore violent side of Tumblr, which is literally like blood, violence, extreme violence. Like I love the movie John Wick, which is extremely violent. After I seen it, I saw it like 3 times in the movie theater. After I seen it, I went on Tumblr. And on like the gore violence side of Tumblr, they had like all the scenes with him like killing people. And somebody had even did like a tally. They counted every single person that he killed in the movie, the way that he killed them, whether he stabbed them. How is that not considered adult content? So that could stay, but female presenting nipples, even in fashion and art, have to go. We're going to have to do a Zoom for that. All right, I'm going to press play again. For a time check, like I said, I was at 2:57. Play. I see a link was posted. Thank you, Owen. Hi, Brittany. I have not heard Sign to the Streets 3 yet, Clarissa. Have you heard it? I see somebody did super chat. Thank you, even though I hadn't gotten to you yet. Santa baby, hurry down the chimney tonight. I love the song. Hurry down the chimney tonight. If I'm Apple or Microsoft, I could simply make your technology not compatible. Child porn obviously is unacceptable. Child porn obviously is unacceptable, but adult porn and nudity shouldn't be censored. Look at Delroy Lindo fine ass. Hi, Queen Brittany. I see you. Are we talking about Tumblr? Yes. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't see the ban lasting forever. Also, Satanism is allowed. That's all I get on Tumblr for is porn. I've blocked maybe 60 plus white porn blogs in the last 4 months. Like, this has been an issue, but they have pushed that aside. Queen Brittany, we're watching This Christmas. Woo! There they go. Idris Elba just broke a damn glass bottle over somebody's head and it ran. This movie started with a bang. Oh, and it's David Banner. David Banner is the bad guy. I forgot. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies to watch at holiday time. Oh, I see somebody got banned. Hi, Tio. Black kinky blogs are the best, my God. Satanism is fine. It's ideological differences of the afterlife, but damn, get rid of the Nazis. It's called a Nikon. It's like the Rolls Royce of all Canada. Tell me you didn't get this boy that camera. And I also like that since Chris Brown is the youngest baby, he knows that Delroy Lindo and Loretta Devine are living together. And he's real cool with Delroy Lindo. And Delroy Lindo got him the camera. Like, that's like his dad. But Loretta Devine tried to front for the rest of the older kids. They be flocking to me. I'm so tired of having to block and ignore them. They truly ignore that stuff. Like, they let Chris Brown ride this motorcycle. They let Baby ride this motorcycle. I saw it the other day. The director and Regina came through for a Q&A. Kiki Lane is a treasure. I'm surprised I've never heard of her. I think this is her first film. I follow her on Instagram. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. There's a... Oh, you see, Delroy Lindo's like, you know, raising him. Oh, look at all this platonic black male love. Oh, it just makes my heart feel so warm. There's a great black, gay, queer romance, etc. on Tumblr as well. And like fanfics. Like, I like Harley Quinn Joker fanfics. Say what you want about that fandom. Yes, we all know it's poison and horrible. I know. But it's like, a lot of those fanfics are like violent and like all type of stuff. Does that have to go? Even the porn on Tumblr be black love. Black people be getting their freak on. There's no white girl getting back at racist father on there. Hi, J. Joe, I see you. Beale Street Could Talk looks so good. I hope it doesn't end tragically. But let's not start talking about it, because I also haven't read the book. I haven't seen it. I don't want to start talking about it. I don't want any spoilers. No spoilers. Yahoo and Verizon are ruining Tumblr. Another great platform that's going to shit. They be deleting the most benign shit. And I love this family. Like, the casting was really good. Like, Regina and Chris Brown. Look at her cheating ass husband. Look at her cheating ass husband. Look at her cheating ass husband. Regina's cheating ass husband trying to convince her to sell her family house so he could use her family money to start some shit with his side bitch. Scandalous! Too scandalous. That's why I can't stand these scandalous hoes, in the words of Mike Jones. Got that new car smell and everything. Got your name on the car? Can't nobody steal it because their name is Malcolm, huh? Need to get some of these for your funeral, huh? I first saw Kiki Lane on a YouTube film about a year ago. It's great to see her in this upcoming movie. Now you gotta search the deep web for the best stuff. Look at these black people. Look at all these black people. Oh, so cute. Tumblr was the only place where people could actually post mature pics and no one is judging. I've heard of Rico Nasty, but I haven't heard anything by her yet. But I want to. Malcolm. And Kelly don't like Malcolm. Kelly said from day one, this nigga ain't shit, Regina. I'm gonna keep calling her Regina. Hi, Chel Chel. I met Chel Chel in real life too, guys. You re-gifted me last year. I don't like that. Tumblr's gonna become Ad Central. Watch. I'm on the lookout for black nail technicians. Look at you, baby. I love Rico Nasty. I know y'all folks better stop calling him baby. He'll always be the baby. She's just a hater. You just treat him special because he's your favorite. I'd see Seren and be like, yo, that's her. Reminds me a lot. I got a car. Yeah. You know, I rented a BMW. Look at them. Look at them trying to one up each other. Sibling rivalry, y'all. I'm not about that life. I'm my mother's only child. I'm not competing with nobody for my mother's attention. No, thank you. Reminds me a lot of what happened at Twitter, how they slowly started taking down black pages or pages that show porn, even though it wasn't against the rules. Hi, Ebony. Brittany said, I'm so sad about Tumblr. No, Kelly, they don't want you to cook. Your ass can't cook, Kelly. Everybody knows your ass can't cook. Uh-oh. I think mine just froze. Hold on. My computer just froze. At 8:24, my stuff just froze. Hold on. If you're watching, pause it. I'm at 8:24. Rico Nasty is fire, but I don't think she's black. She reminds me of Cardi. Is she black? What is she? I need to find a black nail salon in LA, but I feel like it's impossible. Thoughts on Gal Gadot fighting the AIDS crisis in Wonder Woman 1984. Oh, is that what? I don't know about this Wonder Woman 2 stuff. Y'all said some stuff got released. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about. So she's going to be fighting AIDS? I'm not interested. I don't care. I didn't like the first one. I will not see the second one. If I saw you in real life, I'd probably just stare at you, not believing that it's really you. Hi, Kamisha. I'm not deleting my Tumblr, but I definitely will not be on as much. Hi, Roderick. Hi, Up to No Good. China level censorship coming our way. J. Joe, I hope not. Oh, you went to brunch in Harlem? It was fun. This may sound weird, but I made some banging ass friends on Tumblr. We planning a whole link up in New York next summer. I don't think that's weird. When I went to Ferguson after Mike Brown got killed, I went by myself, and we did a lot of us decided, like, that was on Tumblr, decided we were gonna go, and we was like, we all gonna meet up there, and we picked it like, this is where we're gonna meet up, and we're gonna just stick together so we could like stay safe. That's exactly what we did. None of us knew each other in real life before that. Hi, Elevated Goddess. Oh, I think my computer just fucking glitched out on me, y'all. I have a spinning wheel. I have a spinning Mac wheel right now. I'm at 824. They'll get rid of regular porn, but what about black torture porn? Yes, Rico Nasty is black, I believe. I can't wait for the 5 Heartbeat play. I'm gonna support. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. I deleted my Tumblr not too long ago because all the racism and porn spam. I just didn't have the energy. I sort of let my Tumblr get away from me. Thank you, Kamisha. You did super chat. Thank you. It's when you cover your eyes in gore movies. I know, but I like violence. It's weird. I have this Christmas DVD. Violence, yes. Sex, no. Ugh, come on, Tumblr. The image of a black couple threatening is more threatening to Tumblr than neo-Nazism. When you're right, you're right. Hi. It's also a shame the way they censor the female body in particular, especially in regards to nipples. I'm gonna have to restart my computer, y'all. It's not coming back. I hate gore Tumblr. They low-key everywhere. They are everywhere. I'm not gonna front. Oh, you did hear it? Okay, Dirk is on one right now. Okay, I have to hear it. Sign to the Streets 3. Okay, I have to hear it. This movie made me miss Columbus Short, David Banner, my Mississippi native. Do you guys believe that Columbus Short got blackballed? Because that's what, okay, I'm about to restart my computer. Because that's what a lot of people say, that they feel like he got blackballed. That's like a rumor. I'm pretty sure Rico Nasty is Afro-Latinx, but y'all could check it. Hi, Richie. Something happened on Tumblr and a cover-up is going on. Loretta doesn't want to be cool about Chris Brown doing music. Should I grow out a lumberjack beard? I need some opinions. I don't like beards. Me personally, I know beards are like the thing, the hot popping thing, like to have a nigga with a beard. I don't like beards. I've never liked beards. They've never been my thing. I like a little mustache and a little goatee, but I don't like a beard and like a full beard and like all over the face and like the long. It's not for me. I don't think that's what's up. Alex said, Lord, I haven't seen this movie in years. I just restarted my computer. I had to restart it. Baby Can Sing, the cosplay Tumblrs. A lot of people were saying that too, that like the cosplay Tumblr section of Tumblr's gonna get hit, cosplay and role play. That song reminded me of Nancy Wilson, Rest in Power. Yes, she did just pass, didn't she? I don't think I'm on the right. Am I not on the? I'm on the Wi-Fi. I should be trying to connect to the wrong Wi-Fi for some reason too. One thing I would say I appreciated was Smallville and Avatar fanfic. It opened an ad. Why did it open an ad? Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. I role play and use porn and stuff for the aesthetic. Skip. Hi from London. Hi. I'm gonna miss my fandoms and my gift sets and my fanfics. Are you deleting, Alex? Like I said, I'm not gonna delete. I'm gonna wait and see. Like I said, I'm gonna see if they delete me. I've been traumatized by some fanfics in my day. Fanfic has me on an emotional roller coaster. Vivian Green teas. Black people have too much presence on Tumblr, like the blackout Tumblr days. Great platform, it was ours. Pornhub invited Tumblr peeps to use their platform. I've seen people jump off of a building on Tumblr. You would think they would start with that first. Right. Like, there's a lot of, like, violence and stuff on Tumblr. For real, for real. Like, you can watch, like, people jumping off buildings. You could watch, like, people, like, killing themselves, like, trigger warning, all kind of stuff. But under these new guidelines, that still does not count as adult content. But if I post a picture of a model, if I post a picture of Danielle Harrington with like this much nipple showing, that's adult content. That's a lot. Niggas be scheming. Yes, J-Jo. Fanfics ruin me. The milk fic ruined my life. I like Rico Nasty. Just saw an interview with Rico. Her mom is Puerto Rican. Chell says Seren is so tall, but I'm so tiny. They competing. Yes, Razy Crandall Girl, they were competing. I had to restart at 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Sibling rivalry? Brittany said we compete against each other, in my opinion. I'm the only child too, world lover. I reached a point where I'm like, do people have nothing else to write about but rape and torture? Because it seems to make up 90% of a lot of fanfic bases. Kelly can't cook. I forgot Twitter was originally fine with porn and all that. Damn. Twitter also used to be perfectly fine with people posting, like, copywritten material. Like, I used to do thread before I got banned. I used to do threads all the time that had, like, video clips. Like, every year on Rihanna's birthday, I used to do a thread of my favorite Rihanna videos. And I would, like, put clips. And then I tried to do it one year, and they were like, copyright infringement. I was like, copyright infringement? It's fucking Twitter. And it's 10-second snippets. And now they starting to do that same thing on Instagram, too. Hit people with fucking copyright shit. Like, y'all gonna have me just like how I have to wear fucking headphones on YouTube because this copyright shit? I guess. Okay, I got it to restart. Let me see if I can get it right back to where I was. 8:25. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, I have it paused at 8:25, which I think is actually not exactly where I was, but we'll just leave it there. Where was I? I just read one late last night. It was an emotional mess in a good, sad, happy, angry, bittersweet way. Fanfic writers are so talented. I won't say which one I read, though. I mean, we've talked about how 50 Shades of Grey originally started as a fanfic, and that shit made millions of dollars. There's so many good fanfics on Tumblr. I hope they don't continue censoring other types of content. I was reading this other article the other day that said, like, Tumblr is making the same mistakes as LiveJournal. Because even, like, the way that so many people got on Tumblr was they did the same thing on LiveJournal. They, like, banned adult content. And a lot of the fanfic writers that was writing... They was writing Harry Potter fanfic that involved, like, sex and stuff like that. LiveJournal was like, oh, you're writing fanfic about characters that are underage, because the Harry Potter characters are under 18, right? They were like, you're writing sexual fanfics and stuff, and people, y'all know I love Harry Potter. I'm like a Harry Potter stan. We're not gonna get too deep into Harry Potter, but like, for example, people like love Harry and like Draco together. I don't know what that shit is. I don't know that Drary shit. I don't know what that shit is, but they're like, oh, y'all are writing like sexual fanfic about like Harry Potter, about like Harry and Draco, but you're talking about like underage characters. And LiveJournal, and it was like is this like considered child pornography type shit? And so LiveJournal ended up banning like same thing, adult content, and all the fanfic writers and like all like the fanfics and stuff, they left LiveJournal, and that's how like Tumblr even started getting popping, because those people left and went to Tumblr, and then they went to that what is it, A3, that A3 site, AO3 archive, which has like all the fanfic, because you can write whatever you want on that website, like really good fanfic. And now it's like Tumblr's doing the same thing. So many black LGBTQ sex workers are going to lose their livelihood. I thought about sex workers too. When I was little, me and my siblings were raised for Shotgun. We really need our own social media platform. We keep getting pushed out. And Wonder Woman 2, she's going to be fighting the AIDS crisis. What? Ew. I really feel bad for all the artists on Tumblr. I will not spend money to see Wonder Woman 2. I think Gal Gadot is a terrible actress. I think she is too. I could have a whole range of emotions from fanfic. Fill me in on that Tumblr link up in next summer. I'd love to join. I did restart it. So I'm about to start it back at 8:25, even though I don't think that's where I was, but I'm gonna just start it there anyway. Yeah, I was past here, but whatever. 8:20. I just started at 8:25. How is Wonder Woman gonna fight AIDS? Is she gonna shrink down to a cellular level and fight every virus once at a time? Gal is pretty one-dimensional. She fit the role in Fast and Furious, but I just don't see her as Wonder Woman. I never saw her as Wonder Woman either. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I like her as Diana. I can get behind her as Diana. As Wonder Woman, I don't believe it. Kamisha, yes, I did get it. Thank you. I like violence, but gore makes me cringe, primarily because I'm empathetic and can't imagine the pain those people are going through. Tumblr has been a space of education and enlightenment for me. Despite all the chaos, I've learned a lot and get extra creative from inspiration from other users. You think he did, just Nickel? I don't think he did. I know he did. That Columbus short got blackballed. Richie, I believe he did. Alex, Columbus short, blackballed by whom? Elevated Goddess, I thought he was on drugs. When Tumblr goes on downhill, where are most people going to move to? Girl, you know you can't make nothing but reservations. Oh, there go Columbus short. Found out about Seren from Tumblr. Yes, I have a Cash App. Yes, I have a Cash App. I think it's $ Seren, uppercase SEREN, uppercase SENSEI, Seren Sensei, $ for the Cash App thing. Columbus Short probably did get blackballed. He was in an abusive relationship with his wife. After scandal, he was gone. Columbus Short was blackballed and scapegoated, just like Isaiah Washington. I'm bald and have a beard, bald by choice. Columbus Short said some homophobic shit while on Scandal. Haven't seen him since. My repost blog on Tumblr has like 70 plus pages of not safe for work. Right. And I also was like, I don't think that the rules are fair either, because they're going to like retroactively go back and tag shit that you reblogged even before they changed the rules. How is that fair? Clarissa said Dirk had to drop that shit. They wouldn't let him lit. No, Kelly, make the damn Kool-Aid, girl. Dirk had to drop that shit. They wouldn't let him live. Yo, under every single post, Clarissa, this man could post a picture of his shoes. They'd be like, where's Signs to the Streets 3? Where's Signs to the Streets 3? When is it dropping? You playing games? The all-black cosplayers got popping on Instagram and Tumblr. Is homophobia what got Columbus axed? I thought it was a domestic violence charge. On Instagram right now, all I follow is black gamers and cosplayers. Tumblr should have actually focused on what was... Tumblr should have focused on what was actually important. The boy in blue. Wait it out. Don't delete y'all's Tumblr just yet. Tumblr should work on fixing the app, getting rid of child porn, not just banning adult content. I think Columbus has poor morals and couldn't handle fame. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Girl Interrupted. Alex said, I'm just worried about a lot of content creators. Yeah, I won't delete right away, but I think we are supposed to be protesting Tumblr and no one is supposed to log in tomorrow. I saw something about that. So that's a thing. So that's a thing that people are doing. They're not going to log in. I mean, Tumblr probably going to be like, good, you fucking whores and miscreants. Don't log in. Leave our platform. I kind of feel like that's exactly what they want. Hi, Dreamy. It's 2018. Nothing is ever deleted. What about pics of girls with tops on but no bra? Is that unacceptable? I'm confusion. Right. I'm saying, like, is anything where you could see nipples? Like, okay, this is going to sound random. I follow a blog that, like, posts, like, 90s, not 90s, like, early 2000s clips from TV shows, right? Like, screen caps. I think it's, what is it called? It's called, like, 2000s. It's called, like, 2000 something. Clips from TV shows. in the 2000s, especially like the early 2000s, when it was like halter tops with like no bra and like extremely low rise jeans with thongs on the outside. Thank you, Britney Spears. And like nipples was out. Mariah Carey, like nipples was out. Like nipples was out. Even if you had a top on, like nipples was just out. That was just the style. And like sheer, like nipples was out. And a lot of the blogs that I follow that like post that type of stuff have been saying like everything's getting flagged. Everything's getting flagged. Everything's getting flagged. Like, right, thank you, Britney Spears. Alexia said, I'm screaming. I'm just saying, like, y'all remember the butterfly? I don't know if you remember or if you, like, have seen any of these pictures, but, like, the butterfly era or, like, the rainbow era with Mariah Carey. Y'all know Mariah Carey didn't like wearing no clothes. Like, everything was out. That's it. Look at them running up on Lauren London, little boyfriend that she brought. She sure didn't. You know she didn't. The purpose of this vlog, this is Bees all over the place and no focus. This is Bees Bait. Ain't no focus. Bees Bait is for us to watch a movie and motherfucking talk and chit chat. The hell? What do you mean? This ain't one of them live streams where we get on and you get to be entertained by us talking shit about people or motherfucking sticking to a script, my dude. We don't do that. Hi, Mar. You seem confused, ho. Mariah just got divorced from that obsessed man and got her entire life. Right. Soon as she left Tommy Mottola, she was like, I'm free. Right. Where is Umi? Umi normally posts the rules. Like, the hell, bro? What's the point of this vlog? It's all over the place and there's no point. How long have we been doing Bees Bakes now? Like, the hell? Nigga, you obviously new here. We not new. You knew. So let me go ahead and block you. Since you are confusion. Flavio. You probably not even black. Bye. Block. Now you don't gotta wonder about what's the purpose of the blog. Cause you're blocked. We're watching This Christmas. I saw somebody say that. What are we watching? Where are we? Oh wait, okay. There's whole Tumblr pages dedicated to rape, suicide, women starving themselves. Let's not forget the days of cutting pictures everywhere on Tumblr. Yeah, the cutting thing used to be a thing. Like blood. There's like whole accounts dedicated to blood, literally. Like bloody noses, blood. There's whole pages dedicated to bruises. All people post is pictures of fucking bruises. None of that shit counts as adult content. But if I post a picture of Mariah Carey in 2003 with a bandana tied as a shirt with her nipples showing, that's adult content. It's a little bit ridiculous. I'm now 70-30 with deleting it. I initially was 97% sure I was going to, but now I'm debating. Tumblr is like the deep web. Tumblr is like the deep web for people that are trying to like work their way up to exploring the dark parts of the internet. Yeah, Dreamy, we're watching This Christmas. And look at how young Columbus Short even looks. I'm at the part where they're sitting at the dinner table. That's it. I'm making a new Tumblr, but make it a black safe space like I've been doing with all my social media. It's hard fighting the algorithm. Yeah, panda. That's why I did a video on that, on all black digital spaces, because I think it's important. Like, I think it's important for whatever you want to see, whatever you're into, to see that with black faces. I think that's extremely, extremely important to do for your own mental state. I kind of feel like this movie too, I know I'm switching topics. I kind of feel like this movie too, This Christmas, is sort of like a more recent like version of Soul Food. I feel like it's right up there with Soul Food in terms of a classic. I did. Thank you, Mama. Lauren London, girl. Baby, can you warm this up for me? Kelly, it just came out the oven. He likes his food really hot. I'll put it in the microwave. Kelly looking like, this nigga ain't shit, Regina. This nigga Ben ain't shit. This nigga ain't never gonna be shit. And we already know the nigga's cheating. My latest. Christmas time and they want to spend time with a brother. I know baby better not be bringing no babies into this house. Too late. Delroy Lindo already gave me that conversation. Baby. But see, they don't like that. Because the older siblings remember their father. But baby, Chris Brown, he don't remember their father. So the older ones be like on some shit. Like, that's not our dad type shit. Drama. Family drama. Holiday time. Everything is on Tumblr. I got hit for posting a Dave Chappelle skit on Instagram. They took my video down. I would record myself lip syncing songs and using actual songs, and they would warn me about copyrights. Facebook goes so far as to mute the song. Here go Kelly. Why don't you pass the plate over here? I'll chew his food for him too. Queen said it's not working because we should have watched Holiday Heart. We're gonna watch it next time, Queen. The Steven Universe fanfics are really good. I forgot all about LiveJournal. I read that too. And that the next migration is going to be to WordPress. LiveJournal have Russian bots too. Basically what's going to happen is we'll have to come out with another app that will allow adult content. Tumblr will lose because of this if they try to make this permanent. Tumblr has an energy unlike any other platform. We've seen how many ideas have come from Tumblr. Remember when they claimed so many black pages were Russian run? Yeah, they were saying like it was like they had got to the point for a while with Tumblr where it was like any page that talked about social justice issues was getting flagged as like potentially being a Russian bot page. They sent out like an email, I guess, to all Tumblr users where they had like a list of like pages. And, like, it was so many, like, black pages on there. I'm pretty sure my page only didn't get flagged because my page initially started out as a fandom, which is how I even got on Tumblr, because I was part of, like, fandom, which is, like, the origins of Tumblr, which I just talked about. The whole reason why I had originally started my blog was because it was a Pacific Rim fandom blog. So it was probably, like, safe. Oh, he didn't die. He just moved on. AO3, yep. Real artists need a safe place. I knew that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. She go to Spelman. It's an all-girls school. He go to Morehouse. Please don't start with that nonsense. What's your point? Look, now they get into the HBUs versus PWI conversation. This movie touched on a lot of issues. Early. Malcolm talking about something. He went to Princeton. Kelly like, bitch, I went to Harvard. Nobody cares where you went to school, you uppity ass Negro. He about to try it with this dude. How do you feel about going to a all-black school? Do you feel like you're being prepared for the real world? Going to Morehouse? Going to an HBCU? Because Lauren London go to Spelman. He about to put this uppity ass fool in his place. Put him in his place! Morehouse has certain foundational principles that I wanted to experience. Put this uppity ass Negro in his place, please. Hi, Mulatto. What happened, Remy? I don't even see Remy. Where is she? Where are you? Oh, I see. Oh, life been stomping your ass. I know the feels, Remy. Hi. Hi, Mulatto. Hi, Monica. I know I'm way behind the chat today, guys. Sorry. It's a lot of y'all today. Where am I? 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 Real artists need a safe place to vent and get our ideas out. I'm too much of a creator innovator for this. Y'all making me want to go back to my fanfic days. I like that, young man. I like that. Your boyfriend got a good head on his shoulders. I hope some of his smarts rubs off on my little professional student. Ooh, Mel Smart. She just slow getting her 4-year degree in 7 years. Professional student. And what's his major? Pre-law. Mel's major is always determined by her boyfriend. She's like the school equivalent of the runaway bride. Remember the runaway bride? However she liked her eggs was however her man liked her eggs. Pre-law. Pre-law. Go ahead and admit it. They all know. They already know. They already know. There are several YA authors that started as HP fanfic writers. The corporate world is killing creativity and freedom. Sounds about white. Razy Kratom Girl, you beat me to another block again. Y'all be having block wars. People just like Gal Gadot, because she's, and I hate this word, but I'll use it anyway, an exotic white. Lucy Lawless should have been in Wonder Woman when Xena was out. I agree. I'm telling y'all, Twitter is not the wave. Their administrators do not care about black people, queer people, sex workers. It's the only site left, so we're all going there. We have some fanfic writers here. Drop those books and stories. Lucy Lawless was Wonder Woman in my eyes. Hi, Alexia. Yes, Columbus Short was blackballed. I don't have Tumblr, but it sounds interesting for creators. It's really cool, Sponge Johnny. Isn't Columbus Short still acting? Is he still acting? I haven't seen him in anything. We're watching this Christmas. Oh, you think you saw him on a CW show? Nobody ever peeped the fact that Gal Gadot's accent differs from the rest of the Amazons, which is a plot hole in itself. I feel like I mentioned that in my Wonder Woman review. I was like, what are these accents supposed to be? Why do these people have these accents? Like, what's happening? What am I watching? Right now is the perfect opportunity for a black-owned social media network if people are going to migrate from Tumblr. They were ready to fight dirt, but it was worth the wait. Tumblr's not fixing shit. I saw you, Girl Interrupted. I see you, Remy. Tumblr will be like, you logging off on right, Tumblr will be like, you not coming on tomorrow, and right, you fucking whores. We don't even want you whores here on our site. Don't log in tomorrow, or the day after that, or the day after that, or the day after that. Like, I don't know if this is an effective method, not logging on. Even though I haven't used Tumblr in years, I was like an OG member since 2008, so it still kind of breaks my heart. I feel bad for y'all that still have lives on there. Thank you, True Beauty J. She said congrats on your book. Thank you. Thank you, Britney Spears. I'm screaming. There's nothing wrong with female nipples. Tumblr gonna be like, I was waiting on you at the door. I remember the butterfly. Y'all should export your Tumblr blogs today to download everything. Account settings export. Okay, I'm about to screenshot this. Y'all know sometimes my power button sticks. I'm about to screenshot it. Hold on, let's see. Yes, I got it. Okay. They just need to get rid of the porn bots. Mariah and her barely there outfits. Marlef, which I saw. Facts. Mariah got divorced from that obsessed man. Got her entire life. Tumblr's like, who gonna check me, boo? Mariah Carey should have started a lingerie line like Rihanna. Damn, we can't just talk our free time. Gotta have a concept. Right. What is the point of this vlog right now? You guys are just talking in circles about nothing. Negroes are allowed to talk about nothing from time to time. We don't always have to talk about race all the time, you know. Even though we are, because we've been talking about fucking race and the Tumblr fiasco and shit. You knew. If you are confusion, you could take a left. Yep, we witnessed Mariah's emancipation and honey. The emancipation of Mimi, bitch. Literally. If you don't get it, it ain't for you. Mariah doesn't wear underwear. We took Umi for granted. Next time she comes, I'm gonna ask her for a copy of the rules. This is us communing on Sunday Talk. What the fuck? Yes, we be needing Umi. Umi be posted on Tumblr real tough. Yes, I wish Umi was here for the Tumblr conversation. Thank you, Beats by Blue. Hi. I'm gonna be watching Black holiday films all week. Yes, Tumblr had a whole blood side with bloody lips and everything. Have you ever watched Call Me Klaus with Whoopi Goldberg, my fave Christmas movie? No, I've never even heard of it. Call Me Klaus? Let me screenshot that. I've never heard of it. But we're already watching Holiday Heart, We Promise Queen, but maybe Klaus after that. Regina's husband got me hot in the bad way. The Queen Lamb does not need to waste her time with mere mortal behavior like wearing clothes. She owns her publishing. As of whole, YouTube pages don't have folks just eating food for 20 minutes. What is that? That's the mukbang thing, right? What the fuck is that shit? I personally think violence and language can be more damaging than sex and nudity, again, unless it's child porn. Before I really go, what's the point of white people? Why are you here? Wasting space and wasting your privilege. Mar. You spending way too much money on lunch. Oh, yeah, and they had a family business that they owned, right? A dry cleaners. I forgot. Ooh. 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 Baby look like, whoa, bitch, don't try to put this on me. Don't try to pin this on me. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Right. Baby's like, I ain't going nowhere. And Regina, who's talking? You or your cheating ass husband? Someone should make a porn Tumblr app. How many of them was it? How many siblings was it in this movie? 5 or 6? Joe been living here with my dear. Lauren London was hilarious. She said, what makes you think that Joe and Madeir even want to live together? They said, little girl, they've been living together since you left for school 7 years ago. People be in denial about what their moms are doing. Straight denial. Nobody would think about mama getting a freak on. Sex sells in America, and we have capitalized on it for so long. Sex is one thing that may not ever change. Someone should make a porn Tumblr app. We see you, Monica. This movie is very important. All black everything, and it's happier than soul food. Regina King's husband is getting into respectability politics. Alex finally caught a beast pic after months. Baby like, mama's boyfriend is my daddy, right? This probably your idea anyway. And she broke out the cards. And Kelly broke out the cards. And you don't have to, because I know you put her up to this. No. Ooh. I think she... Ooh. Who wrote this dialogue? Ooh. Ooh. There's some good dialogue. 1, 2, 3. It's at least 5 of them, right? 6 of them? It's 3 boys and 3 girls? Quentin isn't here, so there. Dessert, anyone? Monica, nobody's gonna block you. For real with Harry Potter, everyone ended up with high school sweethearts. No one gets to enjoy life. Now, I did agree with that. I did feel like, what was the point of having everybody end up with the person that they were with at Hogwarts? That just seems like it wouldn't happen. Holiday Heart is my shit. I guess I might stay and keep following my black and nerdy blogs and Seren, of course. I think Joe said she thought all of them ended up marrying each other was the most fantastic part of the story. Maybe I'll try to create some original shit too. Get down on it. Get down on it. I'm probably gonna move content to other platforms. My blog is safe for work, but Tumblr is so incompetent and they keep releasing updates without testing on beta. Seren Leal is a lesbian. Seren Leal's a lesbian in real life? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, Alex, you're ahead of us. Finally awake today. It's 4 a.m. Insomnia came to visit and stayed. Seren Leal is gay. When was this announced? They really need to get some official coders on Tumblr because it's trashed tech-wise. I'm pretty sure at least 2 of my Tumblr pages are going to get flagged. 2018 was a bitch. I only have 1 Tumblr page, but I'm going to make a new one for the new year. And that's why Lauren London's boyfriend became a part of the family while Regina's husband left. I had 1 Tumblr, I think, in 2011 and then deleted and created another one last year. I couldn't stay away. My page was flagged and I swear I had real life Agent James stalking me and shit. They getting on Lauren. 2018 was a very tough year. How incredibly fast it went. Bye, Alexia. I missed you. I'm behind, but getting on Lauren, changing her major makes me feel personally attacked. Hugs. Gotta keep on keeping on for real though. If you ever need to vent or talk, drop me a line. Yes. We're here for you, Remy. Sending you cyber hugs. Why does everyone have the little blue wrench things? The people that have the blue wrenches are moderators. Another thing, I get your stuff copyrighted if you can. Social media is wonderful for sharing ideas, but people get no respect for intellectual property. I agree with that. They are moderators. They could block you. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh, you found me on Cash App? Cool, thank you. Can't believe I've been a sub for this long and didn't know. I didn't have it until maybe, I don't know, not that long, 6 months ago maybe, because somebody hit me up and they were like that. They wanted to donate money, but they didn't want to use the big platforms. I did mention her accent, right, Monica? I was like, what is this bitch accent supposed to be? I was like, her accent, she still has like her Eastern European, because she's Eastern European. I was like, she still has her Eastern European accent, and it's so distracting. I feel like Gal Gadot talks like Count Chocula, like, yes, who is going to protect this world if I am not the one? Humans have shown that they are weak. Like, why are you talking like that? Like, can we please get a vocal coach on set? Someone at Warner Brothers, please, please. I can't understand what this bitch is saying. I'm sorry. That's how she talks. Oh, Queen. Queen says to Rip, please get into voice acting. Y'all goofy. Is that not how she talks? Is that not how she talks? Y'all know that's how she sounds. That's why it's funny. She needs a dialect coach desperately. Oh, Davy just did super chat. Thank you, Davy. I saw it. Y'all know that's how she sounds. I'm never going to be able to watch her again. You're just going to be thinking of Hotel Transylvania the whole time. I see Justin. You got let go from your job last week, Justin? I'm so sorry. Last week was so crazy. Just got let go from my job and some more shit. Seren's moderators rolling deep. Yeah, we have a lot of mods because sometimes we get a lot of spammers. It's been good because we have so many moderators now that people get stopped as soon as they try. But what used to happen before, for example, was that, let's say like a link to the live stream was like posted somewhere, and then we used to get like literal like waves of people that would and like it would just be like names, various names of like spam and bullshit, and also people that had like fake accounts putting the same thing over and over. So we had to get, this chat could get to up to like 180 to 200 people, right? So we had to get a lot of mods. "2019 will be even better." Gal Gadot sounds like the Count from Sesame Street. Yeah, she really does. Count Chocula for real. Seren say 1, 2, 3. Oh, like the Count? 1, 2, 3. What did Dave Chappelle say? 3 pimp slaps. That's how Gal Gadot fucking talks. I heard the dude who created the Millie Rock is suing the Fortnite creators for stealing the dance. He should. I don't know what the Fortnite shit is, but I know it's a thing. And I know the dance is in, and this dance is in here too. The arm with the leg dance. Look at young Idris. He look young. Let me go back up to the top. I just saw some stuff at the bottom, so I got to the bottom, but I do want to see some of the stuff that's at the top too. Moderators. I haven't seen Columbus Short in a long time. Just looked up who Lucy Lawless was and what she looks like. I agree. Lucy Lawless is Xena. Lucy Lawless is Xena. Starts doing the Xena warrior cry. We'll have to copy paste Umi's rules so when she's absent we can still post. Fuck 12, and by that I mean Twitter. Could I do a vid talking about the process of getting my book published? Okay. Alright. Let me screenshot that. Got it. I'm with the family. Don't sell the family business or the house. Dirt moment. It happens. I created a Twitter account in October about some art I made. Oh, then deleted it. I can't get into the Twitter energy. I agree, Queen. I feel like the energy on Twitter is very weird. And I've talked about how I feel about Twitter. It's very strange. Okay, this is like a random comment. How old is Delroy Lindo versus how old is Idris Elba in real life? Because I even kind of feel like the tension in this movie between Delroy Lindo and Idris Elba, there also seemed to be like a, I don't know, on some, because like Idris Elba is supposed to be the oldest, right? So some like, not just the whole "you not my father" thing, because that's the thing, right? And like, but even like the age, it almost seemed like he was on some end, nigga, we're the same age. You're not about to tell me what to do. I met Renee O'Connor, Gabrielle, at a comic thing this year, and I fangirl out. Oh, I'm so sad I couldn't make it to your book sign. I have one in Vegas. All right, I like Vegas. I'm not writing a new book. I think they were asking about the old one. Hi, other Gary Davis. No, my ass is late. I've already archived my stuff. I don't post often, so it wasn't a lot. I just screenshotted that from Chris. I didn't know we could do that. Chris posted the way you archive your stuff on Tumblr. He posted it. Regina's deflecting her anger and resentment towards her husband onto Seren. I'm way behind in the comments, because even where I'm behind in the comments, so you don't have to go off where I'm at in the comments. We're watching this Christmas. I see you, 119 Films. We're watching this Christmas. Remy, your profile pic is dope. This is church for me. I've been missing this on my soul, been weary and worn. I know you said, Remy, you've been missing. People real life hate wearing underwear. Let's get the holiday list going because there's only 2 weeks left in the month. Mukbang is basically a food broadcast. Okay, so the difference. Okay, so the difference. Sorry, I'm also gonna say, like, I really like the way that they. I'm gonna pause this because I really like the way that. This is random. This is not related. I really like the way that they. Um, just the names that they had for everybody in this movie, like the names for the mom and the names for the dad and the names for baby. I thought that was super cool, and to me that felt like realistic of like the whole the nicknames, whatever. So the difference, I paused it. The difference between Mumbo sauce with a U and Mumbo sauce with an A. I saw you. The difference, Mumbo sauce with a U was originated in Chicago, and it's also like a hi Neffy, and it's also like a brand. Like the guy even like trademarked it in like 1999 or whatever. I read something like that. It's a brand, like how I don't know why this was the first thing that came to mind, but it's like how Aunt Jemima's is a brand, or like how whatever you want is a brand, just like pick whatever. The thing that happens is that I'm gonna stick with Aunt Jemima's. Sorry, I know that's like racist, but the thing that happens is people get in the habit of calling everything by the brand. I'm talking to 119 specifically. I know y'all probably like, what the fuck am I talking about? The thing is that people get into the habit of calling everything by the brand name, which I know y'all have probably seen. Like, niggas love to do this. So you go to the store and you buy syrup and you be like, oh, give me the Aunt Jemima's. But what you really mean is, give me the syrup. You don't necessarily specifically mean like, give me the Aunt Jemima's brand, but people just do that, like interchangeable. And so Mumbo sauce, which we have in DC, chiclet, right, chiclet, like for gum. Or some of y'all have said, when y'all was talking about some other thing, people have said like Coke, meaning soda. I've seen people say that, and I'd be like, but Coke isn't for all soda. Like, Coke is a specific brand. Like, if you tell me go to the store and get you a Coke, I'm gonna bring back a Coke. I'm not just gonna bring, right, like saying Kleenex and tissue, right, exactly. So what started happening was we have our condiment, I guess, whatever. We have like our condiment here, and people started calling it the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Like, it's not the same thing. Mumbo sauce with like a is not the same thing. What's in it is different. It's like horseradish is in it. It's right, Xerox for copy, right? It's like horseradish is in it, ketchup, mayonnaise, I think it's like a little bit of honey, pepper. It's like it's a different sauce. It's like a different base, and it tastes different. Like, I've had Mumbo sauce with a U, or like mild sauce in Chicago. It really tastes different. It's not the same thing. But people like use the words interchangeably to describe the condiments. And then a few years ago, Mumbo sauce sort of had got like poppin'. DC Mumbo sauce has sort of like got poppin', and people were like writing all these articles and stuff about it, and got all this because I can remember like people got all this confusion about like, oh, it's the same as like Chicago Mumbo sauce, but it's not the same thing. Just like, I know, like, for example, like jukin is the thing, but like Memphis jukin is like not the same as Chicago jukin. They might both be called jukin, but they're not the same thing. And so it's like, but if I am a writer that I just moved, let's say I'm from Memphis and I moved to Chicago, and I see people saying like, oh, Chicago jukin, and I don't really know the culture, I might write a piece saying like, oh, this is a Memphis thing, and somehow this got to Chicago. But like, people don't know, and they just be making shit up, and they be doing a lot of like confusion and like conflation. And that's like literally what happened. Because I remember when like all these articles was coming out about Mumbo sauce, and I remember being like, all this shit is incorrect. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. Like, but Mumbo sauce with a U is like a Chicago, even like a brand that they just started using to describe our sauce here, even though our sauce here is not the same thing. So I just wanted to say that. And I paused it and everything because I wanted to like give you my full attention to talk about that. Where are y'all? How about y'all tell me where you are in the movie? We're watching this. I paused it, and I can make sure we're at the same place. I also kind of have to pee, so I kind of want to pee, but I can't believe people get paid to write such rubbish. Oh, Neffy just started. Go pee. Because I'm at about the 30-minute mark about it. I'm about to... We gonna pee. We gonna take a break. Hale's at 38 minutes. Don't hold it. Okay, I'm gonna go pee then and I'm gonna come back. Dang, I'm gonna be so behind in the chat, you guys. I haven't been this behind in the chat in a while, but y'all are having some good conversations. I want to read all of them. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay. Oh, the door locked. Okay, I'm not gonna go that way. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm around the 30-minute mark. So Hale, you are a little bit ahead of me, but it's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind when you guys get ahead of me, cause then y'all see the stuff before me, and then you get to see my reaction when I get there. Y'all talking about my sign? All right. Oh yeah, see. I don't even know. People still use Tumblr. I just scrolled all the way up to the top. Do I think I'll be making any year in review lists or videos? Probably not. Mods stay in the building. Has anyone been watching Tales from the Tour Bus? No. Justin said last week was wild. Trash ass husband shitting on Regina. Controversy around a video game. Stealing dance moves from black people. Count Chocula. This movie low-key had the same plot as motherfucking Coco. That like music is evil and it makes men leave so nobody can fucking hum or sing or play instruments or do shit. That's like a parallel. Justin, hang on tight. 2019 is gonna be fun for you. I'm gonna go see Aquaman, but I'm not excited. I'm amped the fuck up for Glass though. Bohemian Rhapsody comes on DVD next month too. I'm mad I never did catch Bohemian Rhapsody. I am a little bit annoyed about that. I'm not gonna front. I'm probably gonna go see Aquaman too, but I'm not hyped because I hate that Amber Heard was cast as Mira, and I hate that Nicole Kidman was cast as like his mom. Like, what's the point of that? Glass I am excited about though. I'm never gonna be able to watch Gal Gadot ever again. You were glad to be done. Oh, you said that Justin said 2019 is gonna be great. You glad to be done with that job and the microaggressions. Idris needs to let his father go. Oh, you talking about the part when they were talking about how he acting like the dad senior gonna come back. Gal Gadot sounds like the Count from Sesame Street. Facts. It just needs to just let Senior go. Senior left already. The spamming is really bad on Twitch. BGG been reporting how folks mass spam their streams like 200 at a time. It's crazy. Yeah, you gotta have moderators because the spamming gets out of control. I don't know if I have not gotten to this part in the chat, but Regina's body is everything. I had to say that. Just like when we was watching Enemy of the State, and Homegirl's body is just everything. I heard the dude who created the Millie Rock is suing Fortnite creators for stealing the dance. My racist. Oh, let me not read this out loud. Oh, I see, Justin. You reclaim your time. Shoot, shoot, shoot. The shoot dance, the arm and the leg dance. White people steal everything. Fortnite stole Black American dances and didn't pay. Yeah, I ain't pay nobody. I know that that shit was in there. 2 Millie, which is the Millie Rock, and Black Boy JB, which is the shoot dances, suing Fortnite. Fuck Fortnite. They some culture vultures. My son is on Fortnite every day. It's a battle game, but they have dance battles and shit too. Bob the Builder plus guns equals Fortnite. I hope they get sued by everybody. Lucy Lawless is tall, very beautiful and feminine, but also looks like she could kick your ass. Hell yeah, they're suing. They're going to get a lot of money. They will win that for sure. Justin, I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself and telling her what was what. I wish you the best in life. I agree. Yes, like, you reclaimed your time on that hoe. You was like, I'm reclaiming my time, bitch. Nah. Blue checkmark Twitter are fake as fuck. Those blue check Twitters be bought the fuck out for thousands of dollars. I think he made so many mods due to the Bruno fiasco. I kind of want to get off Twitter for a week because it's too toxic at times. The energy over there is weird. Delroy Lindo is 66. Idris Elba is mid-40s, 50s. Oh, Panda. Yes, we all got each other's backs around here. They got a 20-year age difference. Not about to tell me what to do. Delroy ain't aged. I remember him in Congo, Gone in 60 Seconds, so many classics. I mean, the way that Delroy Lindo looks in this movie is exactly the same that he looked in Kirkland. Like, Delroy Lindo not aging. Twitter turned straight toxic. Hi, Mr. Goldson, I see you. Delroy is 66 and your dad is 45. I was on Twitter for about 1 week. It's too many fake people on there for me. Oh, you back, the boy in blue? I got so many pages. I got side blogs and mains. And are you talking about on Tumblr? I have like 10 blogs on Tumblr. I have so many. Delroy was also Aaliyah's dad and Romeo Must Die. Oh, I'm reading about your meeting, Justin. Right, you did say the car accident happened. Right. Well, 2018 is almost over, babes. You better start 2019 with a motherfucking bang. Twitter is literally just staying culture out of control and likes and retweet hungries. Blue check Twitter is supposed to be the legit celeb Twitter accounts. Yeah, people think having that blue check means something or make them somebody. You be like, no, it don't, fool. The way they cape for their faves on there is disgusting. Oh, I see, Justin. So the meetings are optional. Oh, yeah. If I could smack the trolls on Twitter with hot fire through the computer. One of the only blue checks I fuck with is Mickey Kendall. Oh, yeah, Neffy, I never saw a comment. Oopsies. The family dynamic in this movie is perfect. Now we're talking about being fired. Yeah. Justin, I'm glad you don't have to be around that racist fuck shit anymore. Let them do what they do best. Oh, Remy, I see. Hopefully you can find somebody that you resonate with. Owen says, sending y'all positive energy, sending everybody positive energy. I see y'all comments. I'm just not reading. I don't want to read them out loud because they're personal, but I see them. I see them. About some of the stuff y'all are going through. We almost at the end of the year. Then it'll be a new year. We can all do over. Band-Aids is the brand name. It could kill a trademark if it becomes popularized as the generic name. Yeah. The corporate world is so full of venomous snakes, and 95% of folks are fake and don't take up for themselves. I don't really say mow or kill like that. My mind is low-key getting blown right now. Memphis juking. Yeah. Hi, Tony. I know it's Tumblr. Oh, this is what you said about the Tumblr thing. I know it's a headache. My old blog got deleted by Tumblr, but the side blogs of my new one are still intact. How does that work, though? Because I thought that everything was tied to your main blog. I thought if your main blog got deleted, then all of your blogs would get deleted. Is that not how it works? I can't believe people get paid to write such rubbish. Oh, and then all you guys telling me to go pee. I went to go pee. Band-Aid is a brand name, but people use it for the off-brand products as well. You guys are like, go pee. Don't hold your pee. It's bad for you. Y'all are hilarious. I used to call all toaster waffles Eggos. Yes, pee break. Someone was talking about Dove, something with Dove. I can't remember. Now I'm about to make me a Pop-Tart. Y'all funny. I love Pop-Tarts. Loretta Devine is a great actress. Thank God for whoever suggested the archive thing. I would have lost so much stuff. Oh, my mom just texted me. I'm trying to catch up because I'm so behind. Nature's call is the only call you cannot ignore. I love those purple Pop-Tarts with the blue swirl, but I never see them anymore. Yeah, they were like raspberry, blue raspberry or something. I think they were blue raspberry. I used to love those too, and I never see them anymore either. Yes, I'm a Sagittarius. If it ain't a s'mores or chocolate chip Pop-Tart, you don't want it. Mm, corporate job. See, I don't. Y'all are putting a lot of stuff about your jobs. I don't want to read anything about your jobs out loud because that's private. So just because, I don't want this to get around and people be like, oh, that sounds familiar. I know who that person is. My birthday was Friday. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Remy. Coco. Bohemian Rhapsody was really good. Yeah, I'm here if you need. Yeah, Remy, we're here for you. They was like, they need more white bitches. I want to see Aquaman for Jason Momoa, but not here for the white woman brigade. Amber Heard was a weird look. Continuing to appreciate the birthday well wishes. I don't care for the casting of Aquaman aside from Jason Momoa. Oh, drinking water to glow up. I see you, Tim. I was so looking forward to seeing Jason Momoa, but then it's like they had to make up for casting a non-white man as the lead, so they surrounded him with all white blonde women. Ugh. Oh, your birthday was Friday too, Panda. Panda and Remy, y'all have the same birthday. Regina King is a legend. Regina King is the truth. Everyone hates us, apparently. While I do like Nicole Kidman a lot, I was a little taken aback by her casting as the queen. It's like, why did they cast Jason Momoa? I'm at the part where they're getting ready to go to the club. What is blue checkmark Twitter? How would y'all describe blue checkmark Twitter? Hi, Leah. Ooh, you were playing basketball with your boyfriend. That's cool. Delroy Lindo ain't Asian, but he's looked 50 his whole life. Oh, I see. Justin. Hi, Blackamore. 2018 is almost over. Our cat was missing for a week and just came back like nothing happened. She was just eating her cat food and looking at me. There used to be a cat like that at my job that disappeared in the winter, and we were just like, I guess the cat is just, we just thought the cat was dead. We were just like, well, I guess the cat is dead. And then the cat just came back, like nothing happened. After like 3 months. When Loretta asked Seren if she needed batteries, that part was funny. Donald Trump is a Gemini. How do y'all feel? Claim your family. I'm so glad I quit Twitter. Lauren and her boyfriend having sex in her mama's pantry closet. Yeah, the meetings were optional. So when my supervisor escalated my man. Okay, now I'm looking at the time, and yeah, it seems like I'm about 8 minutes behind y'all. What's his name? The meetings were. Everyone in this movie looks so young. The meetings were optional, so when my supervisor escalated it, my manager tried to schedule a meeting. I didn't want to talk to him because of his bias, so I scheduled a meeting. Oh, with his supervisor. Then I got let go. I see. Blue check mark Twitter as fake woke accounts. The sensitive accounts who cry about literally every fucking thing and can't take a joke. You know, Van shoes. I feel like that is a perfect description. No double features today. We started late and I had to restart my computer. I just want it to be warm out again. I'm depressed from this cold. It gets dark at like 4 p.m. If your side blogs have more than one main... I thought there was only one main blog. Yeah, I'm 8 minutes behind the chat, so... I think I'm about 8 minutes behind you guys on the movie, too. Holiday Heart is next. Holiday Heart is next. Yes. Some people gotta learn. Oh, I see somebody else got blocked. Oh, I see they put a lot of stuff and got blocked. I don't know what they were saying. Wildberry. Oh, the side blogs of your new one. Got it, Neffy. Wildberry. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Wildberry. Blueberry has white frosting with blue dots. Every job I worked at, I had bad experiences. Like everyone, can't find one that I like. You probably got to figure out what this is like. That's. I feel like that's everybody. Like if you're black, everybody's trying to figure out what can they do that they like that's not fucking racist as fuck or full of fucking bullshit. That's like the hard part. And this man's white girl was like, I feel like, I know I keep like jumping around. This man's white girl was like the most bland of white hoes also. Like, she looks like JoJo. And this movie, he knew that like he couldn't bring his white bitch around. He got, you know what? Has everyone seen this movie before I say what I was about to say and spoil it? Has everybody seen this movie? Are we against spoilers? Are we against spoilers for this movie, what I'm about to say? It's bland. Thank you, Owen. Bland. It's bland. We've all seen it? Okay. We've all seen it? Well, for anyone that hasn't seen it, right, this movie's old. Thank you. Okay. Bland. The shit is, like, she's pregnant, right? You got your fucking pregnant white bitch like in a hotel across town. You making her meet you in smoky ass motherfucking nightclubs because you are scared to bring her around your black family because you know for a fact you're not supposed to be dating that white hoe. That shit is hilarious. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Like, and she's bland. She's bland. She's not even like a poppin' white bitch. She's a bland white bitch. You know she... Right? Oh, yes! Just Nickel. And they're married! I forgot that part. And they're married. And they're married. Yes. Your pregnant wife. You got her staying in a hotel at Christmas time. We already know that they live in a big-ass house because there was already a whole discussion about the house being so big. Right? Like... And only a white hoe would put up with this type of behavior. Like... We married, I'm pregnant, you got me creeping around, staying in hotels, coming to meet you in clubs like I'm the motherfucking side chick. Like, your whole family's here. I can't meet your family, like, because you're ashamed of me because I'm white. Like, a whole mess. A whole mess. A whole mess. Right, a whole mess. A whole mess. I get a divorce. Like... A whole mess. She couldn't even be bad. She's bland as fuck. Bland. It was bland. Like, that whole aspect of the plot is hilarious to me. We saw this old movie. I watch it every year. Bland. Speak on it. Like, it's too much. Yes, we have all seen this Christmas. Speak on it. Bland. This is some fuckboy behavior. Pregnant wife. I'm confusion. She couldn't even be bad. She's bland as fuck, unseasoned. She's not even a spicy white. Y'all seen the clip from Oprah's show a while back. She takes the white woman $1 million chicken recipe and was like, "Did you salt and pepper?" Yes, I saw it. He done snuck this bitch in. Yes, we need directors and producers right now. It's funny because like the white girl is not treated as like no type of nothing special. Like, she's treated as like she's not nothing special, like that he gotta hide her from his poppin' ass black family. That's a very interesting, like, that's real life. That's why sometimes when I be watching some shit or like watching what people talk, I just be like, that's not it. Like, that's not it. Because in my family, it would go down like this. Like, you don't want to bring no white hoes around because you already know, number one, we're going to clown that white bitch all day and all night long. You better think long and hard before you bring a white girl around us. Like, white or not, she has no integrity. He should leave her for going along with it. My question is, why would Columbus think they do her like that? She a CW hoe. She just look, she bland, like bland. Crazy Random Girl said, true. My brother got a white girlfriend. All the aunts are shading my mom. He should have smashed her ass and kept it moving. She isn't anything special. White people think they have to always be in the damn spotlight. I saw that clip. Oprah's reactions are priceless. Oprah was like, she really, you know how she really looked? She really looked like she wanted to spit it out. She was like, you know when somebody is eating some nasty ass food and they hold their mouth in a certain way, like they trying to avoid getting the actual taste because it's nasty as fuck, but they don't want to offend the person, so they like hold their like, they try to like make it so the food is like not touching their taste buds, kind of. They be like, I like it, as you try to talk around the nasty ass food in your mouth. I like it. That's how Oprah looked. Did you salt and pepper it? Yes, chewing all slow, the stingray. She was chewing mad slow and just chewing like, did you salt and pepper it? It's bland. Bland. It's bland. It's baby. It's baby. And if somebody asks you, did you salt and pepper your food? They're saying, it's bland. It's bland. She wanted to spit that junk out. They elongate their jaw with their mouth still closed to keep the food away from the taste buds. They do. That's exactly the face that Oprah was making. Samuel, it's bland. It's bland. It has no taste. Did you salt and pepper it? Because it's bland. Justin, you are very strong. Oh, they put the movie They on Hulu. So y'all know how I said in a live stream, no, actually let me not even say that. I didn't see Bohemian Rhapsody. How was it? Did Rami do his thing? I looked them up. They were Wild Berry. They were my favorites when I was a kid. You talking about? I like Nicole. I was saying I like Nicole Kidman, but we didn't need her in this role. Why not a Pacific Islander queen and mother? Baby about to sing. The part where Baby sang was so good. Baby. They was like, you need to go get him down. Hating on the child. Like, let the child sing. Rami fucking killed it. I had chills. The DVD is gonna have the entire Live Aid performance. I'm buying it. I'm so ready for 2019. 2018 kind of sucked. So many times I had to stop myself from going off. I'm in medical school and trust, and you outshine certain people. The microaggressions get out of hand. Yes, Justin, you did say that work has been kicking your ass and keeping you from doing Beast Bake with us. So now you can come back with us. They just give any old damn body a blue check mark these days. They changed it. And they said something about how they changed it. It said something like, even though blue checkmark Twitter started out as just for celebrities, now it's just to verify that anybody is exactly who they say they are. I don't even want to think about blue checkmark Twitter right now. This stream is one of my escapes from those dweebs. Blue checkmark Twitter is like political correct Twitter. Like anything they say is right because they have a check. As a movie, the pacing was all over the place and it wasn't historically accurate, but it was a fun movie for a Queen fan. Oh, you talking about Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah. Blue checkmark Twitter are the verified accounts, people who have a large following and social media presence. It's like when you are deemed official or a celebrity with enough of a following, it's for public figures, but it's also meaningless. It's not like you get paid. Twitter users on a popularity payroll. Love Loretta Devine. It's levels to blue check mark Twitter. So is this a thing? BCMT? I like that y'all are putting that. BCMT. It's levels to blue check mark Twitter. They're either overly politically correct, co-op revolutionary language, but ain't with the shits, and think they're the beholder of truth when they not saying nothing. Very blue check marks that I fuck with. I think that's good. Maybe the cat had kittens while it was away. You know stray cats be procreating and murdering birds and insects. Blue check mark Twitter be so quick to post an opinion and swear they're correct. BCMT swear their tweets are pages in a real book. The blue check mark is a slap in the face to everyone else who's on the platform. Like, what makes them so specific of anything? This is the problem with the idea of celebrity. I see y'all talking about HR. Girl acting mad fast in the movie. All I need is 10 minutes. Calm your thirst, side chick. I'm so tired of this fake woke culture. The 2 weeks I was on Twitter, it just felt like a majority popularity contest with cliques and popular groups. Back to this Christmas for a moment. I thought it was very interesting that, like, Baby and, like, people did have musical talent, but like I said, just like in Coco, they was like really scared to speak up. They was like all creeping around the mom. Vanity, Team Sagittarius. Twitter is just a competition for retweets and likes. HR really don't do shit. Twitter is just like high school now. You said you at the part where Chris is getting ready to sing? Oh, my part, Chris is already done. I'm at the part where they just left the club after Columbus Short punched the dudes out for talking about his white bitch. Bland. They arguing in the car about it. Like 45-minute mark. I'm 10 minutes behind the chat, so maybe I'm roughly 10 minutes behind y'all on the movie. Not to mention that most of blue checkmark Twitter got their clout off of activists on the ground reporting on the Black Lives Matter movement as various protests across the country making money off the families. Bland Gordon Ramsay voice. Speaking of Black Lives Matter and activism, how do y'all feel about D-Ray? Aren't that always true to life, basic white girl? Bland. The part about the pregnant wife, which I saw. I saw this part. Trend activists just be annoying. They speak on ish for the dollars, usually stealing content and saying it's their own for paid talks. D-Ray is annoying. A bunch of Ferguson activists exposed him for not being on ground. He's the epitome of fake woke, and he downplays classism and capitalism like a MF. D-Ray comes off like he doesn't actually care about the movement, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they did leave baby all alone in the house, which is true. D-Ray profits from the movement via book deals and speaking engagements when all he seems to do is comment on it. Got into it with a white girl who was convinced mixed children would solve racism. First of all, that's too much pressure on children, and no, it wouldn't. To me, whenever I hear people saying that the solution to racism is like mixed children, I feel like what they're really saying is that the issue is race and not racism, right? Like, oh, people are racist, so we're just gonna get rid of the whole concept of race. People feel some type of way about black people and anti-blackness. So we're just gonna get rid of the whole of black, and we're just gonna make everybody mixed instead of like dealing with racism. Instead of like the racism being the problem, it's like you think blackness is the problem, so you got to get rid of blackness and make all the kids mixed so that they could deal with racists. Like, what the fuck kind of logic is that? That's some weird ass logic to me. Like, that's some weird ass logic. Too bad the founding fathers didn't think like that. Racism would have ended so long ago. Yeah, like, it's mad weird. That shit's mad weird to me. That's such a weird concept to even fucking say out loud. Like, okay, so you think blackness is the problem. You just come right out and say it. You think blackness is the problem. Man, there's like so many old fucking gifs of Chris Brown just floating around from these movies he was in. Y'all talking about Oprah. Seren say bland again. Bland. D-Ray loves to be viewed as a symbol. Like, bye. He probably just wanted to make her feel better about the fact that her family doesn't like him. So he was like, it's okay, baby. My folks don't like whites either. Panda and Justin, yeah, man. Heard you got a new daughter-in-law. My parents told me that they've already accepted the fact that my husband won't be black and they'll have mixed grandchildren. I'm like, what? What? I'm confused. I need some background information. I need follow up. I need some follow up. D-Ray could be an agent. $1 Million Chicken. The white bitch on Oprah show was mad. Oprah wanted to spit that junk out. That Oprah clip is so amazing. Elongate the jaw. The white bitch was pissed. Just say yes. She was like, just say yes. She was like, do you like it? Oprah was like, and then she was like, just say yes. Like, no, don't nobody want to eat your bland chicken. You heard her say that you put salt and pepper on it because it's bland, bitch. You know it's bland. It's bland. Bland. They really are just so bland in a season. Like, what is their purpose? They are bland. You know what else this part of the movie where the side bitch comes? You know what else that part kind of reminded me of? In fucking Why Did I Get Married? Where Jill Scott's fucking husband... Spoilers, but I'm already talking about it, I guess. where Jill Scott's husband is fucking her friends, and her friend comes along, and they fucking fly in the plane, and they make Jill Scott ride in the drive, and like all this shit happens, and Tasha is the one to point it out. Like, we all know what's going on here with this side chick business. Like, you bold as fuck. Like, that woman got $1 million for that bland ass chicken. Oprah looked in the camera like, y'all, it's nasty. All black people caught on to that. Like, get some Lawry's in your mouth, in your life. It's also a tactic. The saliva dissolves the food. I could put you saying it's bland on a loop for hours. Oprah's face had me screaming. That woman slept with someone to get them to buy that recipe. I don't care. Like, watching Taylor Swift perform or sing or do anything is bland. Oh, you talking about when Oprah asked that white woman to add salt and pepper. She was mad. Girl, your tasteless poultry was a disappointment. My cousin brought a white man home one year. Everybody kept asking all loud, who white man is that? Who brought that white man in my house? Sure, living life. Let me screenshot that. This is off topic, but I love the doula episode. Would you consider doing a video about how racism from healthcare personnel leads to a lot of unnecessary black deaths? Like, Chris, I'm sorry, but because we were talking about Columbus Short's white chick in this movie, when like Chris Brown had took the family picture, like the white girl wasn't even in the picture. Like this, there was a lot going on with that plot line. White people will do anything to get a break or get some money. They'll be the first to do some casting couch shit unprompted. Oh yes, and Chris Brown and Columbus Short were also brothers in Stomp the Yard, weren't they? "2018 has been so good to me. 2019 gonna be even better. Bohemian Rhapsody is still playing at the theater near my house, so I'm gonna see it again." Ho, ho, ho. She fucking Santa. Freddie could sing his ass off. I got fired this year, dealt with fake friends, got screwed over. Rejected when I knew I was qualified. You should at the very least tell someone before you try to bring a... You're going to have a good year in 2019. Everybody's going to have a good 2019. I'm going to say that. You should at the very least tell someone before you try to bring a white person to the party. Ask for permission and tell more than just the host. If everybody knows, won't be no surprise. Just a heads up, I will be bringing a white to the function. Prepare yourself emotionally. I will be bringing a white to the function. Blue check marks everywhere in my Mariah voice. I don't know her. Nigga just... Look, now they having the whole, we having like 3 different conversations. Blue check Twitter is the worst. They really think their opinion matters more than everyone else. How am I still 10 minutes behind? I'm trying to catch up. Regina's husband talking to his side chick. I can't wait for that bathroom scene. Oh, yeah, you just said that. You just said that. You just said that out loud. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. When you get too comfortable around your sisters, you say some real shit you did not mean to say. That's why you shouldn't hype up these celebrities, because once you gas them up, they swear they could do whatever they want. People should bow down to them. And this is also the plot of Footloose, that music is bad. It just needs to stop being so hostile towards Joe. That tree is fine. His white bitch is bland. Yeah, literally. See, Hale is like, y'all are definitely 10 minutes ahead of me. Because at 4:02, you said you were at the 49-minute mark. It's 4:12 right now, and I'm at 50. Fake woke and for-profit fake divist kills my soul. I've been deleting my Twitter. It's a waste of time to talk any kind of social justice. It's a no for me. Screaming. Oh yeah, y'all must not have stopped when we stopped. Y'all must have kept going. Y'all must have kept going. Because I paused when we started talking about the whole condiment sauce thing. I paused it when I went to the bathroom. And remember, at a certain point, my computer froze and I had to restart the whole thing. Y'all must have just kept going. Y'all must have just kept going through all that. Smudge Dummy's like, how are y'all already at the end? He crazy. He brought a gun to the club. The fuck? Oh, Racy Crandom girl is still at the club scene. But whatever, that's fine. Can't wait to see Hallie in John Wick 3. Black Twitter turned so toxic. It used to be a haven for black people just to be ourselves, but now it's a constant argument. I agree with that. Like, I agree with that. It got to the point, and I feel like I say this all the time, but this is literally how I feel. It got to the point where you could literally tweet like, the sky is blue and I had a great day today. And people will be like, oh, so yesterday the sky was yellow and you had a bad day? Why is the sky blue today? Why are you having a good day today? What about the people that's not having a good day? Did you ever think about them? Did you ever think about how you might hurt somebody's feelings by saying that you're having a good day and that the sky is blue? What about people that are fucking blind and they can't see the fucking sky and they're reading Twitter through Braille right now and they trying to fucking figure out, what do you mean when you say the sky is blue? You just be like... You just be like, all I said was the sky is blue and I had a good day today. That is all I said. I'm sorry you find that to be so hurtful and offensive. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Ho, ho, ho. There is a bitter Twitter, social media. Exactly. People are so hostile and they fake care about everyone for some retweets. Jesus Christ, I'm dead. Would y'all have sex with a man in a Santa costume? Would y'all have sex with Mekhi Phifer in a Santa costume? I'm going to say that first. And then I'm going to follow up with, would y'all have sex with a man in a Santa costume? What could Santa bring you some for Christmas? She should have said some dick. I'm sorry, was that too much? Perpetually offended. Also, this digging up tweets thing is a lot. Mekhi could ruin my credit. Remy said yes to both. Hell yeah, I would with his sexy ass. Santa came early this year. Ew. Monica. Hi, Kari. I might have missed you if you said something earlier. Seren, that's exactly what it is. People are perpetually offended. Yeah. No, Alex, you wouldn't have sex with a man in a Santa costume? Someone literally posted their acne journey, and these two Twitter birds were like, instead of wasting money, just imagine that your skin is clear. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. Racy Crandom Girl said, ew. Yes, I had a good day, meaning that it is personal. People need to stop being so emotional about things. Monica said, I would. Santa could slide down that chimney. If you find. I could do a whole Santa fantasy with me telling him to eat this cookie. See, that's Tumblr fanfic right there. Tumblr fanfic. We just wrote a whole Tumblr fanfic right here in these comments. I was Santa for Halloween a few times. I'll say maybe, but he gotta be fine. Y'all wild. I'll never be able to look at Christmas movies the same. He can read this right there. He can eat this cookie. None of this would be allowed on Tumblr, you guys. This is adult content. It is not allowed on the internet. Owen! Y'all nasty. Okay, let me get back. I'm sorry. I need to get back to the top of these comments because we doing a lot right now. Black Twitter is so toxic. We're going through a cultural shift right now. There's a lot of pushback. Yeah, I agree with that. If making mixed babies ended race, you slept with Santa. Well, ho, ho, ho. I guess I did. Well, ho, ho, ho. Funny. If making mixed babies ended racism, it would have ended a long time ago. Black Twitter was fine until foreign blacks started trying it. Now it's all over the place. How about instead of trying to give up on blackness, give up your racist, white supremacist power structure and stop oppressing folks? Seren trying to watch her movie. We talk about D-Ray. Yes, that's what they tried to do in Brazil with the mixing, and now it's 100 times worse. I want black children because I want to pass my culture down, and I ain't passing it down to no white children. Speaking of Chris Brown, Zayn's new album is pretty much on some Chris Brown shit. It's weird. People have really taken Chris Brown's singing style and ran with it. Just like LMA. Just like LMA. I really be listening to shit feeling like, so everybody's just really gonna do their best Chris Brown impersonation and we just all have to be fine with it. I don't know how I feel about that. Some people need to just admit that they don't like themselves. Mixed kids are not gonna change a thing. The part where Regina crashes this truck, though. I'm not to that part yet. I'm just anticipating it. I have a mixed cousin who is trying everything to get away from her black side. It's called self-hate. They love using excuses. People stay ripping off Chris Brown. That part of Why Did I Get Married had me like, what the fuck? It was out of pocket. Right. Niggas bringing their side chicks around? You out of pocket. You out of pocket. No guy wanted me in high school. I still managed to find a good black man. That was hella foul. The audacity. Swagger jacking is a thing. How else are people gonna make money nowadays? These men are a trip. Tasha was like, this damn bastard. Yes! She was sitting at the table, like, looking around, like, so we all just gonna... He's obviously banging this broad. Jill cracked him over the head with that wine bottle. I hope he's dead. She damn sure did say that. I hope he's dead. Why did I get married? Whew. She chose to disregard her husband cheating with her best friend. No, I'm not watching Why Did I Get Married. We're watching This Christmas, but we talking about how Regina and in This Christmas, how her husband was like on some motherfucking damn openly, like I'm openly a fucking cheating ass dog ass nigga type shit with his side bitch, and trying to fucking convince her to sell her her family's business, the dry cleaners, and sell the house so that he could use the money and open a business with his side bitch. And how the shit is right in her face, but she don't want to believe it type shit. And then I said it reminded me of Jill Scott and the dude from The Wood in Why Did I Get Married? I couldn't think of his name. How do you not season your food? The white girl wasn't in a picture. If you look up bland in the dictionary, there's a picture of Taylor Swift. Chris Brown and Columbus Short also played brothers in the film Takers. They did. So they played brothers in This Christmas and Takers and in Stomp the Yard. Yeah, that was so sad how they treated Jill Scott in that movie. She played the hell out of that damn role. I think Jill Scott is underrated as an actress. Don't get me started on healthcare. Blue Checkmark Twitter uses our struggle to stay relevant, but as soon as we come into our real form... Wait. Blue Checkmark Twitter uses our struggle to stay relevant, but as soon as we come in our real form and aren't playing into respectability politics, speak African-American vernacular English, and don't lower our voice, watch them react. There you are, Kari. I see you. The thing is, you need to taste your food before you serve it. If you tasted it and couldn't tell it was bland, you have no taste. It shouldn't be cooking. Bland. This man, pregnant wife, literally sitting alone in a hotel room. Meanwhile, he having a whole family gathering at his family home, but he can't bring this white hoe around. Really? This white girl is putting up with a lot, I'm gonna say. You putting up with a lot, white bitch. They got a maid in a big ass house. And Jill's ex-husband is unhappy in his relationship with the best friend. Oh yeah, and then he tried to come back to Jill after Jill gets popping with her cop boyfriend. You can't just spring a white partner on a black family and you gotta ease them in there. We having multiple convos. Normal-minded, tunnel vision folk have gotten overwhelmed and left. Y'all know on BJ we be having like 2, 3, 4 conversations at once. And sometimes, like I said, y'all be talking about personal stuff that I don't like to read out loud. Thank you, Sharon. Halle Berry gonna be in a movie with Keanu. Finally, my dream. Yeah, she gonna be in John Wick 3. Social media is toxic. Whites are nosy. They always want to be in a space where they're uninvited. Oh, yeah, y'all talking about their Spanish housekeeper. Yes. I see. I wondered why y'all were talking about Keanu Reeves. I was like, where did this Keanu Reeves conversation come from? But there, now I see it. And the Santa stuff. Ooh! Sorry, David Banner just punched Idris Elba in the stomach. You talking about your issue with Christmas, the boy in blue, too much capitalism, not really Christian, greed, etc. But I could still enjoy holiday movies and stuff. Richie said we nasty. To be real, Twitter and social media have a lot of bots to stop progressive conversations, particularly those Eastern European bots which were hired to increase racial tensions. Chocolate Santa could come down my chimney. When Seren covers her face with her shirt, that means y'all are super nasty. Yeah, y'all doing a lot. Someone mentioned Keanu in a Santa suit. Let me go find some fanfic. Oh my goodness. Davy Jones Locker flagged. Flagged. I'm flagging this whole chat. Flagged as inappropriate. I got some warm cookies and milk for Santa. Flagged. Not suitable for children. Oh, this is a Pornhub live chat. Hurry down the chimney. Brittany said, I'm out. I'm out. Wow, shout out to whoever used Brazil as an example of how race mixing doesn't end racism. I didn't even think of that until now. Thank you, they're all Chris Brown copycats. Y'all little nasties. Oh my gosh, Remy. Depending on Miss Claus and a couple of elves, we could make this a party. I'm waiting for Regina to whip him with the baby oil. Flagged. Flagged. These are skull candy, Sharon. These are skull candy headphones. We start talking about Santa fantasies as the chat number went up. You all have tainted this holiday. We'll never be able to look at Santa the same. I see you guys talking about how like the interracial and like the white, like the black white dynamic is being like pushed for like LGBT shit also, which was also why when we were talking about Tumblr earlier and like sex communities and like porn, that's what I had said. I was like, you could find stuff on Tumblr that they will like sex blogs, porn blogs, like all different types, that they will literally have like in the description of their blog, like black on black only, no interracial, no white, no da 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 da. And like now they're taking that away. I can't help but think that's some agenda pushing. I'm not gonna lie. And this will like everything. Boy, you ain't no damn money management. But Idris Elba should be ashamed for having these motherfucking criminals around his family. Like, boy, you ain't got no sense. My favorite scene is when she got the baby oil and beat his ass. Oh my goodness, Monica. Remy is a freak. She said a Christmas theme orgy. Razy Kratom girl, this lonely white bitch. This chat is turning into non-flag porn bots. I remember you talked about living off the grid. Will you ever make a video about that? I'm still considering it more than you guys really even know. I'm gonna say that. Sit up when I'm talking to you. Even Lauren London's boyfriend sat up. That's not even her child. When mama tell you sit up, you sit up. Jill Scott is so amazing. She's a good actress. She does a good wretched. The audacity of this nigga. She's at a hotel, wow, pregnant with his baby. Right? An empty hotel all alone. Gallivanting. It's a good word. Did you get the kids ready for bed? Yes, they brushed their teeth and taking baths. And we gotta make cookies for the kids to leave Santa. Lauren London, he already had Kelly's cookies. Flagged. Jill is amazing. Jill's underrated like Oprah for acting. Takers was Chris Brown and Michael Ealy. Jill was also running his business, so when she bounced, it failed. Jill Scott in Black Lightning, she killed it. Seren, I would love to see your commentary on Greenleaf. I keep meaning to watch it. I'm just fucking up. They cooking, I'm hungry. My body is ready for this Keanu and Halle movie. White supremacy is a damn hydra. You cut off one head and 3 more grow in its place. Oh my god, Panda, did you see my old video where I said racism is like an octopus? I was like, that shit has mad arms and legs and motherfucking tentacles. And Idris Elba acting like he the big brother lecturing people. I will also be like, nigga, you have... Well, I guess they don't know. We know. But... like, you lecturing Columbus Short on being AWOL and getting arrested. Like, you don't have 2 whole criminals, David Banner and the light-skinned nigga with the dreads in your mama's house. You can't be lecturing nobody on nothing, my nigga. White supremacy is a damn hydra. You cut off one head and 3 more grow in its place. I just want healthy and happy black media sometimes. Black love isn't always a struggle. All these agendas. Yeah. You said David Banner, and I think of the Hulk. That's Bruce Banner. Yes, flagged. Why do we always have at least one sex convo during Beast Bake? It always comes up. Toe condoms, different fetishes, horror movie boobies, always some sexual content. Racy Kratom Girl said, please stop. I stay on Santa's naughty list. I honestly think that the woketivists don't even want progress. Ain't no profit in progress. I said that same exact thing in my video on for-profit activism. I was like, if people are for-profit activists, right, then that means that if we ever get past it, they're out of a job, right? That's sort of like the natural fucking paradox of that shit, right? This is what happens when they take porn off Tumblr. If y'all gonna get dirty, then use some toe condoms and be safe. Bye, Miss Blue. I probably already missed you because you said you were leaving about 5 minutes ago, but bye. Toe condoms, can't forget them. Xana's laws. I can't deny I might give up my little anti-Christmas stint for some Black Santa goodness. Y'all too much. Is his side chick non-black Latinx? She looking like this nigga calling from the Marquee NYC. This nigga ain't having no bad motherfucking weather. He's sitting up with his side piece, having drinks, wearing robes. There go JoJo. Oh my God, Racy Crandom Girl said, take that, Yule log. Y'all nasty. Y'all too nasty for me. Y'all bold. Practice safe sex, everyone. Zaddy's lies. Yeah, I agree, Remy. It's very weird. AWOL. Regina, it's not funny, but I'm gonna keep drinking till it is. Nobody noticed the white host standing in the hallway yet that they brought with them. I'm pausing y'all comments, but I see it for right now. Who are you? Do I know you? Do I know you? She didn't even introduce herself. Like, white girl, you need to introduce yourself, though. That part would have had me like, no, you need to introduce yourself. Like, we don't know you, white girl. Chris Brown said, damn, she white. Ha! 2 weeks ago. Surprise! Congratulations, we're surprised. A hotel. A hotel? Well, he never mentioned you, bitch. Claude talks about you all the time. You're exactly like how I imagine. We can't exactly stay the same. Anyways, true, the Tumblr porn blogs also represented dark-skinned black women, which is hard to find on porn platforms. And like big girls, like all different types of sizes, like real people, like I'm kind of blown about it, but whatever. There have been so many articles coming out and commercials. What's weird is that we black people don't date interracially often. PSA, everyone practice safe sex, y'all. Crazy Random Girl said you could jingle these bells. You could jingle these bells. Bro, this is a Pornhub live chat. Holiday theme. Zaddy's laws. Crazy Random Girl, jingle these bells. When mama says sit up, we sit the fuck up. To be honest, I'm very much okay with Tumblr removing nudity, said Kari. Why are you okay with it, Kari? We were talking about it earlier. Just because, like, nudity applies to a bunch of different things, like art, fashion, like, it's a lot of things that feature nudity, not just quote-unquote adult. Because when we think adult, we think sex, right? Adult is sort of used, like, adult bookstores, like, it's sort of used in place of sex. But there's plenty of content that has nudity that is not sexual content. But if you like fucking sex, what's the problem? Oh my gosh. Zingle zells. Can you jingle my bells and ride my sleigh? Fanfic. It's happening. It's happening right now. Black American women usually don't date out. I noticed that with these interracial YouTube couples, the woman is always a foreign black. It's still taboo in our community because of our history. I agree, World Lover. And I feel like people don't talk about that. They be like framing shit a certain type of way in terms of like the interracial dating and stuff. Oop, sorry. I dropped the iPad. They be framing stuff a certain type of way when it comes to the interracial dating and stuff. And then I'd be like, we don't do that. You better go get your foreign blacks. That's them. LMA, she got a Jamaican mother, a black Jamaican mother, and a white British father. Tanashi got a Nigerian father and a white mom. Obama got a Kenyan father and a... You better go get your foreign blacks and ask them what's their deal. I always thought Sansa was suspect. Y'all are... Oh, Alex said we going to jail. Y'all are going to jail, period, dot. Cookie bake. Where are we? I'm gonna leave all my presents under your tree. I'm gonna go down your chimney. Y'all nasty. Horror movie boobies. I must have missed that one. We were talking about how every horror movie gotta have boobs out. Like, that's like a thing in horror movies. Because, you know, even Scream, that was like part of the whole thing of Scream, was they were talking about like the sex in the horror. Oh yeah, Justin, you don't like feet. Oh, and Monica says something about how... Where are you, Monica? Yeah. Interracial. What does interracial porn mean? It always involves black-white. Warren said basically an Asian female white male scene is never categorized as interracial. Idris Claus could get it. I have to really search to find porn that's black men with black women. And my That's So Raven voice. Y'all nasty. Seren, I seen this meme that said when you click on the link to watch a movie, it takes you to a porn site, and I thought of you. Y'all know that shit happens to me all the fucking time. I'll be like, stop it. Oh, ew, queen. Y'all nasty. Bye, Gary. The camera cutting to Chris whispering is hilarious. Okay, just Nickel, I think you're right about the same part as me. I think we're right about on the same time. Oh, Gary, you did super chat. Thank you. I'm gonna keep drinking till it is. Super chat. You deserve better, Lisa. I'm selfish. I'll own that. But you deserve better, Lisa. Regina just mad because her sister is giving her that cold, hard truth right now about her relationship. That's really all it is. This, just like when Regina said herself earlier, she told Kelly, make sure you being safe before you accidentally get pregnant and you end up with 2 kids that you didn't want. And then she was like, did I just say that out loud? Like, Regina, everybody could see you not happy. Everybody. And he's cheating. You know he's fucking cheating. You know he's cheating. Why are you staying? This interracial propaganda is some BS. Black Americans don't marry non-black people like that. Oh, Seren giggling is giving me life. I know, it's so cute, her embarrassment. Y'all too much. Y'all extreme. I'm traditional and a hopeless romantic. I need candles and some rose petals on the bed. Only in certain areas do you see black men with white women or black women with white men. There's an agenda because majority black people are with black people. They never show that. Look, see, Regina's scared to leave. She's talking about she got 2 kids, no degree. She don't want to start all over. They better start fighting. They better start fighting. They better start fighting. It's about to be a girl fight. Mm. Mm. Ooh. 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 Regina got mad because her sister really told her about herself. That's why Regina got mad, because her sister really told her about herself. She said, you let that fraction of a man treat you like this because you scared to start over? Women do it every day. You sharing your husband because you scared to start over? Regina couldn't take it. She pushed her. She said, get out my face. Now they fighting. That was too much truth. Regina couldn't handle it. That was too much holiday truth. Yes, Tumblr had big girl blogs, skinny girl blogs, all type of blogs. Thing about Tumblr is you can format your followers so you don't have to see that if you follow like-minded people, but these porn bots. Yeah. I've had plenty of convos about sex that wasn't sexual. Nudity with a purpose is art and shouldn't be categorized with what Tumblr is doing. Tanashi got a Nigerian parent. I really didn't know. Tumblr no swiping. Everyone say it with me. The best... Look, and then what she did, walked off. Forget you and the rest of this family. The best thing Tumblr did was add the filter feature. I have so many things listed to not show up. Tanashi's last name is African as fuck. We don't know them. Miyasha, I just heard about it like yesterday. I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't even hear about it. I didn't even know like that what was going on or that was even like a thing. I have to read more about it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Seren is not responsible for Regina's happiness. Regina is. Hi, soybeans. Hi, soybeans. This lonely white girl looking at the husband's mugshot and her locket. What happened with Mark Lamont Hill? I saw some stuff but didn't dig. I literally just saw it like late last night. He said he was giving a commentary and he said that Palestine needs to be free. He's always been a supporter of Palestine. He used a specific phrase that I'm not going to repeat this phrase, but he used a specific phrase that has been tied to some Hamas extremism about genocide, I'll say that, against Jews. And CNN let him go. They fired him because people were like immediately outraged at what he said and said that it was anti-Semitic. And he said it wasn't anti-Semitic, that he didn't know or didn't realize. Here go Regina, she about to crash this truck. That he didn't know or that he didn't realize that, you know, I guess like the historical context of the phrase. But the damage was like too late. The damage was like done. Right, exactly, Kari. And he got fired. They'll be quick to cut you off for being anti-Semitic, but anti-Black is forgivable. Right, that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Like, okay, you cannot like what he said. Okay, he could get let go for what he said. Okay, but nobody keeps this same energy for, like, anti-Blackness. Nobody keeps the same energy for anti-Blackness. Like, I was reading an article about it last night, and the author had, like, made a note even in the article, whatever, the author had even made a note in it that was like, as a Jew, I personally had an issue with what he said, da 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 da. And it's like, okay, but y'all will have fucking white supremacists come on your shows and go on whole motherfucking book tours and all type of stuff, and that should be protected under the whole, oh, they freedom of speech. They could say whatever they want because it's their freedom of speech. I don't know. Like, that's whatever. Like, no, like nobody cares about anti-blackness. Like, nobody cares about anti-blackness. Nobody cares about anti-black Americanness. But I don't have no expectation. Like, I'm not upset because I don't have no. I paused it. I'm sorry. I paused it. Regina's about to drive the truck, but I paused it to talk about this because whatever. I'm right at the part where Regina's about to fucking drive the truck into the reservoir. But yeah, it's like people don't care about anti-blackness. I'm not upset about it because I don't have no expectation of, especially not a motherfucking CNN, you know, or any type of like major news outlet or mainstream outlet or anything like that to care about anti-blackness or anti-black racism or anti, you know, black Americanness. It's like all that shit is perfectly fine. Yes, selective. It's selective outrage. So it's just like, I kind of feel like, of course, he got fired for that. But of course, if the shoe was on the other foot, it would be all type of people coming out the woodwork to say that it's fine. You know? I don't know. Hi, Align 10 Man. I see you. Kari, yeah, you know, they accuse him of being anti-Semitic and it's ridiculous. And it's just like, same thing happened with Jay-Z on 444, right? Jay-Z talks about how historically Jews have ran the record companies and practiced anti-black racism towards black Americans, which is correct. August Wilson discusses this same exact thing in his play, Ma Rainey's Big Black Bottom, right? But then they accuse Jay-Z of being anti-Semitic for saying that. Oh, you can't say that. But it's true. He's not lying, right? Like, so black people and black Americans specifically that are still to this day being ripped off. I'm shaking my leg, which I always do. It's like, you know, like black people to this day and black Americans specifically are still dealing with, and this is like historically true. Like if we like, you know, like you had Eastern European Jewish people, for example, that they fled Europe, they came to the United States. Here in the United States, they were seen as white. Now, they were still seen as Jewish, so it was still like, you know, but they were seen as white here. So they were able to start businesses. And part of the businesses that many, like, Jewish people here were able to start was record labels, because they did not have the same hangups, for example, as white Americans about black Americans. So they still felt better than us. So they started, but they would deal with us. So they would start a label and deal with us. And, oh, we're going to give you, you know, dimes on the dollar, you know, and then build up the record industry. That's historic. That's something that happened, right? But you can't say that on a record because it's anti-Semitic. You know, that's, you know, hey. They'll be quick to cut you off for being anti-Semitic, but anti-black is forgivable. He was fired. They'll get you out of here quick. They don't play. I don't get down with none of that. You can't say anything about Jews without being called anti-Semitic. Mark Lamont Hill did apologize. He did apologize. I will never understand that dynamic. A lot of Jews really want beef with black people. We need to keep the same energy on anti-black topics. We do need to keep the same energy. The damage is done when it's about Jews, but you're free to be an anti-black racist. Bill Maher still got a damn job. It's convenient outrage. It's bullshit. People don't treat anti-blackness like that. Everyone has freedom of speech when it comes to black people. His rhetoric was too high-minded for everyone to take in, and on the face of it, he did break the only rule between free speech and hate speech, the selective outrage. I'm over it. I agree, Seren. I have no expectations. My godmother was Jewish. Her mother was a survivor of Auschwitz. Seren is right. I mean, and you do also have like a whole subset of Sephardic Jews that tend to be black that nobody ever talks about. Seren is right. Our anti-blackness is treated like it's our problem. Yeah, exactly, Panda. I just got to your comment. Let's be specific and say Ashkenazi because, right, let's not talk down on our black Jewish brothers and sisters. Right, exactly. So many think pieces on this. So many. No one has this energy for us in our struggle, even though it's still happening now. I mean, and I also feel like, let's also say, for example, like Palestine was one of the first countries to stand with Ferguson. Like, I remember that. Like, they literally, when even here in the United States, Ferguson was being like blacked out and they were trying to like squash everything. Like, one of the first like nations to like publicly stand with Ferguson with like signs and everything that said like, you know, Palestine stands with Ferguson, from Palestine to Ferguson. We understand. I specifically remember a sign that said like, from Palestine to Ferguson, we understand what it's like to be an oppressed group in your own country. You know, all types of stuff like that. And then I can even remember being in Ferguson and seeing people in Ferguson, you know, black people, black Americans with like Palestinian flags and stuff. So like, isn't there also a conversation that could be had of, well, maybe Mark Lamont Hill as a black American stands with Palestine. Is that wrong? Why? Who decided that? Like Mulatto just said, the U.S. government establishment is pro-Israel. So people could speak anti-black rhetoric and nothing will be addressed. Jay-Z got flagged. Most Def too. The irony is Mark Lamont Hill is literally a scholar on this topic. Yeah, that's the statement they were mad at. Ashkenazi Jewish people exploited black people just like every other group, but they have the complexion for protection. I said, that's what I said. I was like, that's why I said, Chris, I was like, I'm not going to repeat but it's the phrase he used. It's the phrase he used. I'm not going to repeat the phrase, but it's the phrase that he used and what it has been associated with. He said, now we're talking about intent versus impact, right? Which I have a whole video on. Mark Lamont Hill said, I saw the movie pause. Mark Lamont Hill said that the phrase that he used, when he used the phrase, his intent was not, because you can't say that, because you said advocates for violence verbatim. You can't say that he verbatim advocated for violence. Like, no, not verbatim. Verbatim means literally. He did not literally out of his mouth advocate for violence. No, he didn't. You're talking about the intent behind the phrase that he used. Now, we could sit here and debate all day till we blew in the face about what the intentions were behind the phrase. He said his intentions, that's not what his intentions were. Some people will say yes, some people will say no. Again, we talk about intent versus impact at this point. People felt like the impact of the phrase alone was enough for it to be considered anti-Semitic and for him to get fired. And I just think that's interesting because now you can have people advocate verbatim, literally, for violence against black people, and it's fucking fine. It's not an issue. It's protected under freedom of speech. That's what's interesting to me about this conversation. A lot of them were happy to throw us under the bus to acquire whiteness. That's something that happened to a lot of talented black artists. How can it be anti-Semitic if it's true? They can assimilate into whiteness. They really call any criticism of the state of Israel anti-Semitic when really it's anti-Zionism, which is completely different and justified. Like, I remember people were saying that they didn't want to see Wonder Woman, for example, because they didn't want to support Gal Gadot, who's Israeli, because she was a part of their army, because they are required to be a part of their army. People was like, they don't want to support that. They don't feel comfortable. People was like, that's anti-Semitic because she's Jewish. I was like, y'all, nobody is forced to support Jews. Nobody has to support. It's not, there's not no type of law on the books saying we're required. Like, or if anybody could show me where the rule is, I would love to see it. Anti-Semitic today means anything that disagrees with Jews. Hi, Mar. Yes, Palestinians march with signs. Wow, I didn't know that. Thanks for the insight. I can remember that too. We have a lot of Palestinian communities in St. Louis. He's being punished for calling things out. Anti-Semitic is saying things Nazi said, saying we need to copy what Jews do and make money. How is that anti-Semitic? How do the two relate? I didn't know that Palestinians were down for Black DACS. Somebody said, I remember that too. The USA publicly supports Israel. A lot of Palestinian activists I follow literally say that the struggle of Palestinians is inseparable from that of Black Americans. Language is powerful. Ashkenazis hide behind general terms like Jewish or Jew. The fact that when white people, they think Jewish, they think white is problematic. Mark Lamont Hill did not advocate for violence. What the fuck? He literally did not. No, he didn't. East St. Louis had a riot 100 years ago where whites were so outraged against blacks working in their workplace, they burned down neighborhoods, hung families while cops sat and watched. The phrase that Mark Lamont Hill used is also used by activists and allies, and the shit that they allow to be said about Black Americans doesn't get people fired. That's a reach. Mark Lamont Hill. Where are we? I mean, I'm going to get back to the movie in a minute. I just see you guys having this conversation. Okay, I'm going to read. I feel you, his intent was in the right place, which is why it's too high-minded, but it was the shit he said before about not taking violence off the table and giving people the full options to fight. So, but, like, not everybody is a... Okay, but, okay... My counterpoint to that would be you also have somebody like Gandhi who was nonviolent, right? Who even Martin Luther King Jr. emulated a lot of Gandhi's tactics, but Gandhi was an anti-Black racist. He was like a virulent anti-Black racist. Just because something is nonviolent also doesn't automatically mean it's better either. Like, if they're having a dialogue, then they're having a dialogue. If they're not having a dialogue, then they need to not have the motherfucking dialogue at all. I think this is the shit that gets me really upset, is that oppressed people can never use the word violence or like take up arms to defend their own freedom, right? Like as if it's inherent, like as if that's inherently the wrong thing to say and nonviolence is inherently the right thing to say, even though you've had nonviolent advocates that were also anti-Black racists. So what's up? What's up? What's up? The system is working. Everybody has a position to play. Play your position. Do you know who else said what he said? Who does not view Israel as a state, but is praised for his analysis? Noam Chomsky. We used to be mutuals on Twitter, Noam Chomsky. We used to chit chat a lot. He's very smart. He says a lot of really interesting things. There's subtle and nonviolent racism that is a problem as well. I was so shocked when I heard Gandhi was so anti-black. I did a report on him on the 8th grade and never found anything on that. Not until college. Just because you're polite doesn't mean you're right. Exactly. Y'all and your double standards for the oppressors, fuck out of here. I agree. Like, never forget that our violence is a reaction to state-sanctioned violence. Israel uses violence against Palestinians every day. What is this demand for nonviolence? Again, it's a double standard. Yeah. Like, and I'm saying, and if you're going to have a conversation, if CNN is going to have a conversation about this, then let people have a conversation about it. Or if you're not going to let people have a conversation about it, then don't even, why are you even on your main, which is why I said I don't have any expectations of any type of mainstream platforms. Why are you even talking about this on your mainstream platform if there's things that people can and cannot say, right? But then they could get up there and say, Black Lives Matter is a terrorist group and Black Americans are violent fucking monkeys and like all that shit is fine and allowed under free speech. You're not going to get me to budge on this. No, it's not fair. Gandhi kept a journal of his racist ass rants during his stay in South Africa at the time, if I'm not mistaken. If Gandhi had a Tumblr, he'd be flagged. Exactly. Like, no. And you're not going to say that, you're not going to sit here and say that Mark Lamont Hill verbatim advocated for violence. No, he did not. He said people that are in violent situations can't take violence off the table, which is 100% fucking correct. Now, you don't have to like it, but that's not false. You can decide for yourself what the intent was behind his words. Sure, but you're not going to say that he said something that he didn't say. No. Regina about to drive this truck off this thing. I had to pause it because I wanted to take that conversation seriously. I mean, I've been taking them all seriously, but I always shake my leg. It's like a tick, you know. Yeah, see? That shit her sister said to her was too real. The first time I saw the term kafir was reading about Gandhi. Oh, he loved that word. I read some of that writings where he talks about, the problem with kafirs, this and that. She crashed that shit. I would have crashed that shit too. He was playing you, Regina. You know he was playing you. Our Christmas fantasy ain't got shit on Gandhi's depravity. Why is David Banner in this man's house eating his mama's food? Like, they not trying to kill Idris Elba. He's like, are y'all comfortable? Even some foreign blacks don't understand. They don't know our history. He said, you think you could hook me up with Lisa? Right. You bugging out. I didn't know Gandhi was racist, but I guess it's because I was never interested in him or learning about him. First time I saw the term kafir was reading about Gandhi. I literally unfollowed him when he went down the Van Jones path of calling 45 presidential. Right, like, I really don't care that much because I don't care. Like, I don't care about Mark Lamont Hill. Like, I don't know what made you think you could say that on CNN. Like, I don't have no expectations that none of these platforms have any type of, like, cool conversations about this sort of thing at all. But I'm not going to pretend that there's not a double standard when it comes to talking about anti-blackness. That it's perfectly fine to say whatever you want. I remember when I did my video saying that Gal Gadot is white and not a woman of color, people said that was anti-Semitic because she's Jewish. I was like, what does that, what? Didn't MLK study Gandhi and look up to him? All the white man has done is use violence. Yeah, I did say that. Gandhi has a statue at MLK's grave. It's still there. Yeah, I did say that, Leah. These media commentators know they talk out of both sides of their mouths. I actually was reading some of Gandhi's writings, and he deliberately distinguished his perceived differences between his people and Kafirs, South African version of nigger, sorry. Yeah. The only reason why black people have not progressed, black Americans, is because we have literal haters that burn down our black Wall Streets and start riots in our proper communities. Look at Joe being hip to what's going on. Oh, Richie, did you leave? Bye. Bye, Richie. I see it. Bye. No, I was just using CNN as an example because he was fired by CNN. He was fired by CNN because he worked for CNN. So I'm like, if you CNN are gonna have these type of people that are whatever you want to call it, commentators, let them do what they're gonna do, or don't do that on your platform. You guys hear what I'm saying? All this tiptoeing around and playing the fence is whack to me. It's not what's up. Like, you have a commentator that got, invited to the UN to have this conversation. Y'all know who he is, right? We won't progress until white people stop stifling us. Gal Gadot is white. And people were really like, they were like, she's not white, she's Jewish, and calling her white is anti-Semitic, and saying she's not a woman of color is anti-Semitic. I was literally in the comments on that video like, okay, who could break down this logic? Because I'm confused. Who can explain it to me? Tell me. I was like, you could change my mind, please. Just like there was a rise and fall of the Roman Empire, there will be a rise and fall of America. Whites needed us for economic purposes back then, and they still need us now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Right, none of that sometimey shit. Like, none of that sometimey shit. Or, if you're Mark Lamont Hill and you want to make those type of statements, which I think he's fine with it. I read some shit there where he said he was cool with it. He wasn't taking it no type of way. If you're Mark Lamont Hill, you also have to realize that if you're going to make those kind of statements, maybe you can't work for CNN. Yeah, I always shake my leg, jiggle my feet, all that shit. White Jews are white when it's convenient and POCs when it's not. There is no logic. So what about non-white Jews? Oh, and they're invisible. They don't exist. And Mark Lamont Hill is literally an academic. He's a college professor who teaches this. They were calling for him to be fired there too. I did get CNN's choice, but Seren is right that there's a distinction between verbatim advocating for violence versus advocating against nonviolence. How is calling Gal Gadot white anti-Semitic? Stating facts is anti-Semitic, didn't you know? The argument about that is that because Nazis are white supremacists and Nazis have persecuted Jews, that automatically makes white Jews people of color or something like that. And I was just like, well, but Nazis that persecuted Ashkenazi Jews, I was like, but they were not persecuted because of race. I was like, they were being persecuted because of an ethno-religion. So white supremacists could be racist. And they can also not like other white people. Like, that's how white people fucking are. Chris Brown got a little bird chest. Sorry, I know that was not... Who just said something about Joe? Somebody just said something about Joe. In this, Joe is Batman? Davey, why you said that? How they want these ethnic groups to mean you're a person of color. Right. And that's why we need to continue having these conversations about ethnicity, nationality, and race. Because people are motherfucking confusion about the shit. Ethnicity, nationality, and race got people confused. Like, you could be persecuted for ethnicity. That does not determine your race. You could be persecuted because your ethnicity and religion is Jewish. That doesn't mean you're automatically non-white. Like, you could be persecuted for all type of different things. They really sleeping in the motherfucking twin beds in this man's house. Like, they're not trying to fuck him up. Representative John Conyers has been trying to pass a bill for reparations for like the last 30 years, still not approved. Idris Elba really ain't shit though, because he was gonna leave. He's sitting in the bus station right now, right? He was gonna leave his family with these two motherfucking criminals in the house. These criminals could kill your whole family, Idris Elba, and Lauren London's boyfriend, who just so happens to be there, and the white girl who just so motherfucking happens to be there. Like, you really are ain't shit ass nigga right now, Idris Elba. Oh, world lover. People really need to learn the difference between race, nationality, and ethnicity. The boy in blue, non-white Jews. We don't know her. This guy singing Silent Night sound like a goat. Me too. I shaking hair twirl old habits. Yeah, y'all know I hair twirl. Y'all know I have like hand in hair syndrome. Great beast bait. We kept pausing. We paused to talk about condiments. We paused to talk about... We kept pausing, so we still not finished. Woo! I was always confused by how Ashkenazis are people of color. How do you become an ethnic group because of your religion? The mental gymnastics. The white girl. Oh, you're saying... Oh, you said that Joe is Batman because he saved him. Here, take your little money. Boy, Idris Elba, you better let Joe be your dad and stop with the nonsense. You better let Joe be your daddy. You take this or I start shooting. I ruin everybody Christmas. Ooh. You bookies. Take this and keep it moving. My gift to y'all. Merry Christmas. The white girl came down in a robe in her man's stranger family house. I'd have put a dress on, but she comfortable. The way he pops out at the end and saves the day makes him Batman. Yeah. Can we have our gun back? Not in this lifetime. Idris is a fuckboy to the max. About the movie, this also goes to show how accepting Black Americans are. because the white girl got dropped by her family, but his family accepted her immediately. Remy said his whole family, whoever visited. Seriously, Idris Elba, why are you at the bus station when you got these people in your house? Like, they could kill everybody in there. You bold. Don't let Regina's husband come back with his side piece. The side piece gotta die too. Everybody gotta die. There are skinheads, Nazis, Aryan Brotherhood, and more. They are all extremists with totally different views of hatred. Yeah. Right, Davy Jones Locker. He was lecturing Columbus Short, the nerve. That's why that whole scene where he was sitting in the jail cell lecturing Columbus Short, I was like, Idris Elba, you got a lot of damn nerve. You got a lot of damn nerve, Idris Elba. You got 2 murderous ass bookies in your house right now, but you lecturing Columbus Short. You need to go home and think about your life, Idris Elba. Claw's wife. Everybody looking at her like, bitch, you white. That's what they want to say. Bitch, you white. Also, whites didn't like the Irish for the longest time until they found the commonality, and you guys say anti-blackness. I saw that Dalia was posting books for people to read. Another book that I recommend everybody read is Working Towards Whiteness. I think it was originally an essay, and then it got expanded into a book. Working Towards Whiteness. Like, the Irish are white. They are still disliked by other white people, you know? Like, white Ashkenazi Jews are white. They're still disliked by other white people. Motherfucking redheads. White people really don't like redheads. Like, they really don't like redheads. Like, they don't like redheads. Just redheads. They don't even have to be Irish or anything like that. Like, they just don't fucking like redheads. That doesn't make those people not white anymore. They're still white. Other white people just don't like them. So it's funny to me when people be like, well, you know, Nazis and white supremacists don't like us, so that means we're people of color. I'd be like, no, white people don't like other white people because it's just something wrong with them. That doesn't automatically make you a person of color because white people don't like you. White people don't like anybody. Something wrong with them. Like, Working Towards Whiteness. Great read. Gotta read it. You have to read it. Santa's coming to town. Oh, this is Christmas themed sexual innuendo. Here come the part with the baby oil. Regina got them cheeks out. How can you cheat on Regina? I just don't understand it. My favorite scene is coming up. Yes, it's called Working Towards Whiteness. Them cheeks. Just getting ready for you, baby. Oh, when you get out the shower, all right. Yeah. Everything is gonna be just fine when I whoop that ass. Oh, you're still driving, Ebony? Idris Elba was about to dip on them like, good luck, niggas. Yeah. White supremacy runs so deep. If all the whites left Earth tomorrow, we'd still be dealing with the effects of the last 400 years. He's Batman because of the way he saved him. I got it. Everybody gotta die. Pew pew, everybody gotta die. Popping up randomly. Black folks just a whole race of Hufflepuffs. You got a lot of damn nerve. Oh, here come the scene. A whole lot of people were killed in the Holocaust. Blacks, gays, Asians, and sympathizers. Not just Ashkenazi, but they don't talk about that. Them jeans. Regina's looking right. Like, I remember the first time seeing this scene thinking, like, I want to do this to somebody one day. Is that fucked up? Like, I want to do this to somebody one day. I hope I never am in the situation where I have to do this to somebody, but if I ever am, this is exactly how I would do it. Chris said that's one of his favorite books. Black Americans and most groups have been trained to hate and root against blacks. The system wouldn't work without it. I also love how we call them by their real names. Idris Elba, Columbus Short, Regina. It was an essay by Mary Waters in 1994, I believe. White people are whack. Yeah. Devil's Punch Bowl was a median concentration camp for black people in Natchez, Mississippi. Yeah, your truck in the LA River, she said. Your truck's in the LA River. You heard her. Your truck's in the LA River. You was wrong with me, Malcolm, with your bitch ass. Step out the shower so we could talk about it, you hoe ass nigga. You see, she got the belt behind her back. She about to get your ass. Woo! He's slipping and sliding. Pow! Beat his ass. Get his ass. Oh, yeah, she lost it all right. She found it, actually. She found her mind now. Yeah, I never understood the hatred of white redheads, gingers. They don't like anyone. This is going to sound random, but, like, I used to love the book Anne of Green Gables when I was a child, the series. And I've watched the new show that they have on Netflix. They really, like, for example, Anne of Green Gables, like, they really just don't like this little girl because she's a redhead. The whole reason why they don't like this little bitch is because she's a fucking redhead. Like, white people are weird. They just don't like anybody. I'm sorry. I'm watching her beat his ass. I rewound it. You in New York playing house with that hoe. Come on, let me see you get off this floor. Let me see you get up off this floor. Woo! These sound effects. Woo! I know everybody in the house hears all this screaming. He still can't get up. His body is on fire. Yeah, I like to see your ass get up. My favorite scene is coming up. She whooping his ass, working towards whiteness. Them cheeks, Regina's body. It's a good read, Dalia. Fucking gingers. Ordering the book for my Christmas gifts. Redheads, people that were left-handed, people with green eyes, all were thought to be demons. Right, just like white people don't need they don't need a reason. They don't need you to be a person of color because it's like, basically, this is what we're talking about. Is the equation of struggle to being a person of color, and in particular, a black person. So when you have like a white Ashkenazi Jew that gets offended when you call them white, and they say, well, how are we white when we suffered in the Holocaust? So you think that's what it is to be black. That's what you think it is to be black. That's what you think it is to be a person of color, is struggle. So you're effectively saying that since you have struggled, you're not white. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Especially considering white people just don't be fucking with other white people like that. Period. You don't have to be black or any person of color for white people to not fuck with you, because there's something wrong with them. White people don't make no sense. He gonna get it all right. It's coming. I never understood the hatred towards gingers either. It's weird. Like, it's very strange. And it's like legit. Like, white people really don't like redheads. They don't like redheads. It's fucking weird. It's weird as fuck. White people don't even like each other, if we being honest. White people have problems that ain't got nothing to do with us. They need psychological help. I read it out loud, Queen. Working towards whiteness, Mary Waters. And men are so greedy. He just spent that time screwing his side piece, then come home, act like he gonna screw his wife. They saying I'm automatically a person of color because a white person don't like me. Exactly. She putting it on the floor. Oh, the baby oil. Regina could have all my children. That's why it's a big deal when a white person says they like a redhead. He slipped. Regina could whoop me. I'm available. She really about to beat his ass. Regina is forever. Body goals. Mm. I know everybody in the house heard that beating. All this drama. She really about to beat his ass. Regina's forever body goals. I busted a plate over dude's head. Black Americans are the common enemy that everybody can unite against. Let Joe be your daddy, Quint already. Damn. Seriously. Like, just let it. I love this scene. Regina whipped him like the grandpa in the Boondocks. I wonder if she was really hitting him with the belt. He was wet, so you know them hits hurt more. I know he was in pain. It's funny because Regina voiced the Boondocks. White people hate anybody or anything unusual, anything that pulls focus from them. And the redhead is different and special. If she sticks out, they're lost in the crowd. She went and asked her mama for the baby oil. Whoop that ass. He not even using a washcloth. He trifling. Baby oil? The whole damn bottle. She whooped that nigga ass. I'm black, a woman, and left-handed. My mama's left-handed too. Yeah, that's where the gingers have no soul thing allegedly came from. They thought they were demons and vampires and shit. How to struggle and people not liking you equal black. Look at his little flailing legs. Regina is pretty. White people collectively should just find a planet in space and settle there. Leave the functioning part of humanity alone. Crazy Creative Girl said they don't like color. It makes them mad. That's why they don't like redheads and green eyes. Too much color. How can anyone look at Natalie Portman and say she's not white? Post-traumatic slave syndrome should be required reading for all Americans. It should. That Working Towards Whiteness, Black Like Them by Malcolm Gladwell, and the transcript of Toni Morrison talking at Portland University in 1975. Those 4 things should be required. Like in high school, every American should be, like, just like how they make you read The Great Gatsby and motherfucking Shakespeare and Ernest Hemingway, you should have to read Working Towards Whiteness. You should have to read Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. You should have to read Black Like Them. And you should have to read that Toni Morrison transcript. You should have to. It should be required. And maybe people might be a little bit motherfucking better off in this fucking country. But whatever. Blonde, brunette, redhead. The fact that Idris Elba really did leave is a lot. That just goes to show you how much the whole family didn't care for Regina's husband. Everybody knew he was some motherfucking trash. Oh, you made a typo. Okay. The sound effects. In movies and shows and also stage, you can't really hit and hurt actors. White people can't understand that being white doesn't mean you can never know struggle. Yeah. That's your son, my dear. White people hate everybody who isn't blonde-haired and blue-eyed. Even other white people. You'd think some cool-ass ginger long ago told a rich, influential white person about themselves, and they had a grudge ever since and even passed it on to their children. Ooh, I'm trying to find a reason. Malcolm Gladwell is the truth and Nikki Giovanni. Right, like they make you read The Grapes of Wrath. No, here's some shit that people should really have to fucking read. You got to meet Nikki Giovanni, Davey? That's cool. Idris Elba's trash. His daddy should have took him when he left. I'm working on one too, Davey. Excellent, excellent. Yes, read those. The the boy in blue, if you go to my Instagram and you go look at my highlights and the highlight that says reading list, I have a link there. It's a current link that works. I mean, you're not going to be able to click it there because unfortunately I haven't reached 10,000 fucking followers yet on Instagram, so I can't utilize the swipe up for links function because you can only use that feature once you've reached 10K, which we could talk about that stupid shit, but there should be a link there that works. Oh yeah, medical apartheid too. Somebody just DM'd me the other day saying they were reading that. Medical apartheid is a hard read though, is the only thing. Not that you shouldn't read it. Everyone should read it. But that's a tough read. Like, I don't know if I could have read medical apartheid in, say, high school. I don't know if I would have been mature enough to read that. You be reading that shit like, white people are demons. Like some real shit. I too experienced racism because my hair is red. But that's literally the Shea Moisture. That's what the Shea Moisture commercial was, right? Like, stop it, 5. Oh, you got to meet her in DC at Busboys and Poets. That's cool. I too have experienced racism for having curly hair, says the white girl. Like demons. I think maybe you need to be a little bit more emotionally mature before you read that. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe people are mature. Maybe people are mature enough. This Christmas. Where Carol? Oh, Chris, you're so talented. Oh, she signed your journal. Was she nice? Meeting these older Black American activists shows that we have become so sensitive. That makes me think of Ida B. Wells. Because while I was in like the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, they have like a whole section on Ida B. Wells. I don't think we've become more sensitive. We just romanticize activism in the past. Because like, they have a whole section on Ida B. Wells, which is what I was saying, at the Civil Rights Museum. And a big part of what they even have there talks about how people fucking hated her. Like, people hated this woman. Like, they hated her. Because she was, like, very outspoken and, like, abrasive and, like, headstrong and, like, would not back down, like, on some, like, no, lynching needs to end. Like, lynching needs to stop. I don't want to hear about no... well, maybe we need to do this, maybe we need to do that. She's like, no. And every Black person in America needs to have a motherfucking shotgun in their house so that when the lynch mob comes, you can light their ass up. I don't care about no non-violence. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all think about it. Like, Ida B. Wells was like on some, I don't give a fucking fuck, right? I don't care. And people hated it, and people despised it. It's not like we're more sensitive now, because people hated that shit back then too. Like, people thought she was like a horrible person that was inciting violence, you know? And we hear the same thing now. Oh, Chris is singing the hell out of this little song. White folks' slander of us is impressive. They've convinced the entire globe to hate Black Americans while loving everything we do. White kids would be crying in class about their ancestors if you have them read Medical Apartheid. White people invented racism. Everyone else hated others for being from another place, religion, gender, or tribe. White people be like, I too am oppressed. I see you, Remy. And this Christmas. Chris did a good job. They got this white girl sitting up in this church. I mean, I guess props to the white girl. She didn't. I would have felt uncomfortable. But, she went with it. Ida was a G. Ida went all the way to Europe to talk about the lynchings that were going on. And she would not back down. We romanticize activism and poverty and all our struggles, and it's really purposeful, right? Even Martin Luther King Jr., I remember reading something that while he was alive, his rating, his public rating in the eyes of the public, I don't know, that shit was 16% of the public approved of what he was doing, approved of his nonviolent methodology, a very small percentage of the American population even approved of what he was doing. They hated him in real life while he was alive. I really don't think that people have become more sensitive. People have always been sensitive and resistant. But it's just, after we get to see the quote-unquote benefits, we romanticize the shit and we convince ourselves. That's narratives. Reading the book Medical Apartheid literally made me stop with the whole, oh, I see, Queen. Ida B. Wells is what Susan B. Anthony can't even attempt on her best day. Ida B. Wells was that nigga. She was really on some shit. She literally said in a lecture, every Black American needs to have a gun in their households. Because when the lynch mobs come, the American Negro needs to be able to show them that they're not going to be able to lynch anybody in this house, and the only thing they understand is violence. That's it. Can you, wouldn't be no, we can't advocate for violence, She was like, I don't give a fuck. That's all they understand. I don't care. Frederick Douglass did not support Ida B on that, to which it makes sense, and Frederick's, well, let's work with them and negotiate stance. Right. Somebody like Frederick Douglass would call somebody like Ida B. Wells an extremist, Somebody like W.E.B. Du Bois, who came up with the talented 10 theory, who said, well, we should just take the talented 10th of the Negroes and make them the face of the population and fuck the rest of the 90% of you niggas. We see these same dynamics going on now. Oh, she was sweet, Nikki Giovanni. She was very sweet and raw as ever, fearless. Yeah. Joe was good people. He loved Loretta so much love for this Black woman. We're becoming less learned about the past. Pedagogy of the I read Pedagogy of the Oppressed, which discusses racism in education. I couldn't even. Pedagogy of the Oppressed has a lot of big words. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, but I don't know if I would consider that to be required reading. Stuff that I think should be required reading for kids, in high school for teenagers, stuff that I know they will be able to grasp and understand, age appropriate material. I think I would stick with Working Towards Whiteness, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, Black Like Them, and that Toni Morrison transcript. Because anybody can understand that stuff. I didn't even know what pedagogy meant. Somebody had to, explain it to me. When I was, reading, I don't know what some of these words mean. And I know what a lot of words mean. I have, a large vocabulary already. Ida B. and Harriet Tubman did more for feminism than any white person ever. White people ain't got no shame. I remember when I watched the Underground Railroad play in elementary school, the class was shooketh because they had whipping scenes and the lights went red. Ida B. Wells was also an organizer. She demanded respect from everyone she encountered. I would have went home if I was that white girl. Divorce. People hated Martin. They hated and still do for Malcolm. Ida, I'm going to read more about her. After they did, then it's like, oh, look at the work. Right, exactly. In every great story, you need a good guy and a bad guy. Ida B. Wells, didn't you do a hidden figure on her? I don't think I have done one on her, but I want to. They hated MLK when he was alive, but acting like they would have marched with him after he was dead. They hated Martin. Now he's white people's go-to when they want to silence radical blacks. The only thing they understand is violence. True, I agree. We should be allowed to have guns in our homes. We're not too sensitive. That's just what the oppressor or unaffected said to dismiss them. Social media just gave us a bigger voice. Identity extremists. Oh, you put Soul Train Line because of the part that it's on. I was like, Soul Train Line? Yeah, they didn't fuck with him back then, but now white people want to use him as the holy grail for blacks everywhere after they corrupted his message. Back then, hoes didn't want him. Now hot hoes all on him. Nothing is new under the sun. And like Martin Luther King was a democratic socialist and an anti-capitalist, which no one ever talks about. Ever. I would also tell people to check out the Federalist Papers. The Federalist Papers are really good reading. I like how at the end of this film, the cast is dancing. The actor who played Regina's husband is dancing too. The 10% are the blacks who made monetary success in America and talk their story like you could do it too when we know that's not the case. The white girl isn't in the end credits dance scene. Shoot they ass, Ida B. Wells. I hate how whites use MLK. The Boy in Blue, the reasons for the divorce would be irreconcilable differences. I want an Ida B. Wells play in film. They will never make it because there will be no way to play down like how militant she was. That's a woman that was militant, like, nah, violence is the answer, sorry. Like, they would never. Notice they never bring up the Martin before he died when he said we want our check. Right. Like, especially towards the end of his life, he was becoming much more radicalized about capitalism and like wealth inequality and like poverty. Like, listen, like black Americans need money. Like, y'all need to run black Americans a check. Somehow that part did not make it into the narrative that they're always talking about. They got Lauren Lennon picture. Mike Jones, a G. I'm more of a Malcolm X type than an MLK type of person in my beliefs. So many beautiful people in this movie. Black people love it. You know they love a Soul Train line. You know we love a Soul Train line. Please do a Hidden Figures on Ida B. Wells. Notice they never quote Dr. King, who said if the white immigrants who got free land, grants, and support to build themselves, why can't blacks? Still Tippin' is one of the best rap singles ever released. Tell me I'm lying. The Soul Train line is cute. Ah. He was hitting that electric slide. Oh, I was hitting that electric slide hard last night. Oh, I see you, the boy in blue. A black mother makes all the difference. Right. MLK was speaking against the Vietnam War. He was speaking against a lot of stuff. You should write the script, Just Nickel. Write it. I'll make a Soul Train line with 3 people. Write it. None of the more radical aspects of MLK's like personality and his methodology, like I said, especially towards the end of his life, none of that shit made it into the motherfucking Disney version of this nigga ever. Same with Ali. I seen that somebody said a while ago, who is the king of R&B? Can I say Michael Jackson? Can I say Michael Jackson is the king of R&B and pop? Or Luther? Luther? Or Luther's good. Oh, you know what? I take it back. 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 You know who's the king of R&B? You know who's the king of R&B? The Dream. The Dream. Or if I'm not going to say The Dream, then I say Michael Jackson. But I'm going to say The Dream. The Dream is the king of R&B. I think The Dream is the king of R&B. Yes. The Dream. That's who I vote. The Dream. The Dream is the king of R&B. You don't know who The Dream is? Did you just put Googles? Lord. I love The Dream. He wrote so many R&B hits. Yes, and his first album was that. His first two albums are still classics. Period. Yes, I say The Dream. I say The Dream. I vote for The Dream. And I feel like The Dream also had a really distinct sound. He loved Prince. Or if I can't say The Dream, since I just brought up Prince, but Prince is really the king of like funk, modern day. I mean, like George Clinton is like the king of funk, but like Prince is also up there. The Dream really played off of like Prince. And then I would say Miguel. I think if I had to pick king of R&B right now, people that I would pick The Dream, and then I would pick Miguel. Recent, right? Recent artists? Right, that's what I thought. Right. So I would pick The Dream, and then I would pick Miguel, personally. The Dream and then Miguel. Those are my choices. Somebody said before I go, what would be my pick for king of R&B? I would say The Dream and Miguel. If we all ever meet in real life, we have to do a Soul Train line. MLK wasn't radical enough for me personally. He should have listened to Brother X sooner. Martin Luther King didn't really become radicalized until the end of his life. And that's why he had to go. Like, I have a lot of respect for Martin Luther King's ideas. I even, like, filmed a little bit on this while I was in Memphis. I was like, you know, Martin Luther... And you also have to recognize that Martin Luther King was, like, very, very young. He was only how old when they killed him? 32? When he did the I Have a Dream speech, I believe he was, like, 25 or 6. So I think when Martin Luther King started out, he was very young and very idealistic. This is just my opinion. I think he was young and idealistic, and I think he was an optimist. I think he had like a lot of optimism. I think he had a lot of optimism about white people and about the government and about the system. Too much optimism, as opposed to somebody like Malcolm X that had been through the system. They just were like coming from two different places, right? As somebody that had been through the system, as somebody that's seen the way the prison system works, as somebody that's seen the way that things work, Malcolm X was like, no, like, I'm telling you, like, this what it is. And Martin Luther King was kind of like, no, like, I have a dream, like, I believe. And then as he became older, and he seen white people true face, and especially white moderates, and he, again, like, he converted, because he was originally, like, you know, just like a Christian, you know, an idealist. And then he became an anti-capitalist and a democratic socialist, and he became more radical and anti-war and anti the government. Somebody that's as anti-government as MLK became later in his life. A lot of the earlier stuff that he did in the civil rights movement, he wouldn't have done, like, because he would have already known that, like, working with the government ain't shit. It's not gonna work. And then as soon as he became, like, so radicalized, he died. So he was really never able to see a lot of his more radical ideas into fruition, which I don't think was an accident. So I have a lot of respect. I don't think, like I said, everybody knows, like, I'm a separatist, like, I'm against integration. I think a lot of the things that were done under Martin Luther King Jr. ended up being detrimental for Black Americans, and that's impact versus intent right there. I still have a lot of respect for him though. He was an idealist, but idealism, I guess, will only get you but so far. And then especially if your ideas never really get brought to fruition because your fucking life gets cut short, what can you do? I love The Dream. He wrote so many R&B hits. I'd say Usher, but that's just me, the boy in blue said. But I do love The Dream. I may be the only one, but Michael Jackson is the king of R&B. That was the first thing I said, Queen. I was like, can I say Michael Jackson? Because if I can, then I would pick Michael Jackson for king of pop and king of R&B. But if I can't pick Michael Jackson because he's already the established king of pop, then I might say The Dream and then Miguel. Prince is funk. King of funk is Bill Clinton. Shawty, you a 10. I can accept The Dream as king, but what about Neo? Can Neo be king? I'm voting Neo. Neo over for everybody. But so did The Dream. You could probably make the argument that The Dream and Neo are neck and neck. Both of them are neck and neck. Baby Michael was the king of R&B and Grown Up Mike was the king of pop. If we're using writing credits as a marker, then y'all need to go look up The Dream's writing credits. The Dream wrote Umbrella by Rihanna. Anytime you hear Ella, anything like that in a song, that is The Dream. Like, The Dream has written some huge fucking hits. Like, come on. The Dream is a great writer. If we meet in life, y'all gotta learn how to ballroom hustle. Detroiters ballroom to everything. Rap, R&B, gospel. Oh, that's where you are, Remy? Detroit? Neo could be in the running for the title of King of R&B too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Neo and The Dream are neck and neck for me. MLK was like me, optimistic, and then you learn, right? Then he woke up, right? Professor X and Magneto, exactly. I think Usher really had those classics that appeal, those bops and that influence. He's also heavily rooted in my nostalgia, so I might be biased. I don't know how you could have had all that optimism in the 60s. MLK was young indeed. He didn't become radical until later. They kind of met in the middle and the end, didn't they? MLK and Malcolm, yeah. Malcolm X was Seren after the 2016 election. I told y'all they didn't like you. Yes, all white people. Yes. And like I said, I do think a lot of that has to do with where people come from. Like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. came from different places. And really, like, just different points of view, you know? It's true. MLK was like, no, like, let's give Lyndon B. Johnson a chance and da-da-da-da-da. And Malcolm was like, listen, I just got out of prison. Like, let me tell you how these white people act. Let me tell you how they act in Detroit. Let me tell you. You know? Bye, Sponge Dami. King and X were both important for their own experiences. Both were needed. I just think King had some tendencies that faulted him. Hindsight is 2020. Yes, and I agree with that. Hindsight is 2020. I agree. Our people been fighting for freedom. We only know it didn't work because they tried and failed. Can't be mad. Yes, I agree with that. Like, I have nothing but respect. Anti-establishment. You have to respect Dr. King. He was literally out there in the South getting bottles, boots, and batons his way. I like Jeremiah too, Just Nickel. I like Jeremiah too. Very underrated. Consistently puts out solid bodies of work that he has to fight his label. He has to fight his label. He's spoken publicly several times about having to fight his label to get his work out. The Dream is a great writer. The Dream is a great writer, yes. Luther Vandross is the king of R&B. I said George Clinton, right? I love Neo's music. It would be R. Kelly, but he's exiled and banished. Usher for me. Any Ellas are the dream. He wrote Single Ladies too. The Dream is a master with that pen. He really is. Like, that's why I said, I was like, it could be like The Dream and Neo are probably neck and neck. So maybe The Dream and then Neo and then Miguel, because I just love Miguel's. I really do love Miguel's music. I think he makes wonderful underrated R&B. I really do. But I would say The Dream and then Neo, because I really like Neo and I really like The Dream. I love The Dream. The Dream wrote a lot for Rihanna. People don't know that. The Dream has written so many records, and people just don't know. That was The Dream. OMG, that was The Dream. No way. Somebody brought up Joe. Joe cannot be overlooked. Oh, you're back, Richie? We almost done. The Dream was sitting with Beyonce behind the scenes for Who Run the World. Did he write that? He probably did. Look up The Dream, Yamaha. That's my favorite track. The Dream is an artist, but is more of a writer. Neo had more albums and projects in The Dream. But for me personally, the projects that The Dream put out, I like better than Neo's projects. I feel like Neo, just me, I feel like Neo's sound and Neo's type of R&B is a little bit more generic than The Dream. MLK loved Jesus, but Jesus was mad too. Ebony said they talking about current artists. Off topic, because I'm staring at my dog, but my mom sent me an article about millennials treating their dogs like kids and buying them expensive food. I'm so guilty. I wonder if The Dream got a check from Lil Wayne saying Ella, Ella, and got money. That would be ironic since they hate each other. Probably. He probably did. Ella, 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 Ella. I'm changing my answer to Neo. Davey. How does separatism look to you ideally? I have a video on integration that I think you should watch where I go a little bit more in depth. It's called On Integration, where I talk about it. I talk about it a lot in my action playlist. I have a playlist called Action where I talk about it. Oh, Kimberly, we're almost done. We're finishing up. We're just chilling right now and talking. I'm definitely biased, but Usher has tenor in the game. MLK literally said, my dream has turned into a nightmare. MLK literally said, I fear I have integrated my people into a burning house. Like, does it get more like he started out as an idealist. He just was like, yeah, like, like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed young man in his 20s. Like, yeah, we're gonna use the media. We're gonna get the media on our side. We're gonna get white people on our side, and we're gonna get the president on our side, and we're just gonna change everything. I have all these big dreams. It's gonna be wonderful and amazing. And as time went on, he was just like, oh, I see I can't trust the white moderate. I see I can't trust the government. I see I can't trust capitalism. Oh, I see my dream has become a nightmare, and I fear I've integrated my people into a burning house. I see that wealth inequality and poverty is a huge issue. They don't want to give us jobs or give us our money, give us what we deserve. I see that the democratic system of government is some bullshit. I'm going to become a socialist. I see that we have this war effort that's killing people. Nothing is like I thought it was when I was 26 years old and I made a great speech that everyone loved. And then he died, literally. And then he died. Jeremiah gotta write his label and his shit is a hit every time. And he said that for every single album, it's a fight. But then the album is a hit. They don't want to let him do his thing. Dr. King looked 55. Ain't the Dream also Lauren London's baby daddy? No. Lil Wayne is Lauren London's baby daddy. Wayne is also Nivea's baby daddy. And Nivea also has a baby by the Dream. And Christina Milian also has a baby by the Dream. And Christina Milian was trying to get a baby by Wayne too, but she didn't get it. I love Jeremiah. Love him, love him. The Dream has a baby with Nivea. They all need more attention and praise than they've been getting lately. Usher, The Dream, Neo, Miguel, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's in the wrong era. He's the quintessential R&B radio star in this SoundCloud era. He would have killed if he came out with Chris and them. I think Neo wrote Irreplaceable. The Dream 808 was my strip club soundtrack back in 2008. I'm sorry, I hate Neo all my life. I don't know why. All my friends know. Somebody else said they think Usher. For real though, people are sleeping on Joe. The Dream also wrote Baby for Justin Bieber. Tyrese also. Jaheim can't be ignored. At least that convertible hairline can't. That's a fair assessment regarding Neo. Very generic. MLK found out that whites weren't shit. I think MLK would have started talking about white people being evil, then they got him before he could. He did. Letter from a Birmingham jail goes in depth about, I have discovered that the real enemy to progress is the white moderate. You can't trust these motherfucking people. They was like, oh. I think at first MLK was like most black people, generally not wanting to believe or accept that it has been that bad, but it really has been that bad. Shit, Wayne is probably my baby daddy. Davey, you goofy. Y'all are joking. I said Miguel, the Leah. I said Miguel, the Leah. I said if it's not gonna be The Dream or Neo, my vote is for Miguel. And if it's not gonna be Michael, because my very first thing I said was, can it be Michael Jackson? Dr. King, he had a wake up call. It was too late though. Yes. Bye, Queen. I'm about to go too. I'm just waiting to get to. I'm trying to get to the bottom, and then I'm gonna go too. I'm about to go, Savannah. Bye, Queen. MLK went no more Mr. Nice Negro on them crackers, and they killed him. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Joe, All the Things Your Man Won't Do is that song. He could have some little runner-up action too. Okay, so next week, Holiday Heart. Holiday Heart, we're in agreement. All right, see you guys next time. Peace.